Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Now I feel bad for
yeah,
bringing it up.
they're really taking their time on the 68-day thing. It's day 7. I haven't heard shit from those fuckers.
I'll message you at close tomorrow.
Yeah, they'll list you at
And then,
4:59.
yeah, I'll be like, "There's nothing you can do."
They'll be
So
like, "What's good, cuh?" And you'll be like, "I dropped that off 6 weeks ago."
it's fine. I got bigger worries right now. We're under a nice boil order with this hurricane and
Oh,
flooding, and
fuck.
so we're out of fresh water. It's pretty nice.
Oh,
I've
okay.
been
God.
just drinking the tap water and seeing what happens to me. That's all
Oh,
I'm doing.
Jesus.
Future us, heart goes out. North Carolina was just body slammed by some horrible shit, and we every dollar you donate tonight goes straight to that. I shouldn't joke about that. Here we go. So last week, Jeremy. Yeah, the whole thing about when I started North Carolina. Yeah, just cut
whole
all
thing.
that. Something about thoughts
Yeah.
and prayers, and just leave that, and everything else. Yep, take that out.
Yep. Yep.
I messed with the audio because I was listening to the last session, and I sound like I'm whispering, but I finally got you guys right. And I sound like I'm whispering, so I toyed with it again, and we'll see. Sarah, can you catch us up what happened last time? Sarah, go ahead.
Some things happened with people. It was great and also awful. So what happened was that we deployed 2 teams out, Team Deadly, Team Silent, to try to retrieve the weapons before the meeting between the Elderkin at whatever island we're on.
Balefun.
What's his name's Red River's aunt and the really rich guy that we saved, and somehow everybody seems to have forgotten that. And now we deployed the 2 teams. Team Silent was Amaya and Destora, where we kept watch to try to see if anything went wrong, while Red River was doing a montage fighting sequence, teaching people how to fight and defend themselves.
Hell yeah.
It goes
Classic
bad.
Red River.
And then Nomad, that guy's name that I never pronounced correctly, and the deer guy, that guy, they went as Team Deadly to try to get the weapons. They killed a guy. They threw him off a cliff. Pretty sure he's dead. And then the deer guy took that guy's identity because he also, by chance, happened to be a deer, and tried to distract the other guards by saying that he found Nomad in the cave. And so he's currently dressed up as a guard, soldier fella, and everybody else is back at the ship after they got some more weapons. That's kind of the general gist of what happened.
That feels moderate to severe. Does anyone have anything to add? Or does that feel complete?
It feels pretty grand. I'm content with that.
Sorry, 1 second.
All good. GG's.
GG easy. I found out that I can link my computer to my Xbox. So right now I'm doing some recruiting, and it'll be over in just a second. Now it's over, and now you guys have my full attention. So last week, everything that I just heard was definitely true and totally legit. I believe some spears were stolen, and some training was done, and you guys are here now. It is maybe, I want to say, 20 minutes till noon for the fateful meeting. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Red River has successfully trained some peeps. And you guys have agreed to meet in the bazaar. I believe everyone made it back to the ship. The crossroads, I don't know if you guys still see the picture. Actually, I know you can't, but I think I left it on the stream. But I'm going to drop that in the chat, just so you guys have a reference. You may not even need it at this point, because we've been on this island for quite a while. But just for your reference, we are meeting the decided point was at the bazaar. And you guys have about, let's say, 30 minutes. Nettie's there. She's kind of getting ready. She's putting on her like fancy clothes that you guys were able to afford her. Is there any preparation you guys want to do? And otherwise, I need to know where people will physically be when this little adventure kicks off.
I'm done to stay like on our boat, looking in that general direction, or like on the dock near the boat.
That seems fair. From the bazaar, I'm gonna say, just for like logistical reasons, in case something nasty happens, it's a good 50 feet from your boat to the bazaar.
Okay.
But that's totally fine. Nettie has she's gonna be she's kind of the unofficial leader of these people. So she's going to be the one that kind of handles the negotiation. They've set up a small table next to the inside the bazaar, maybe.
Yep.
That sounds right to me. And she'll be seated on one side with a couple peeps behind her. Not a show of force necessarily, but a show of these are some minors.
Solidarity.
Yeah, they're kind of, let's say it's right here just for simplicity's sake. Here's the meeting table. What is everyone else doing? Any of you can be with Nettie if you want to be. I just want to get an idea before I start describing the scene of what happens.
I think what we'll do, or what I would like to do, is maybe a couple of volunteers. So what we'll do is we'll meet we'll meet Count Dooku and the rest at the gate and walk with them to the bazaar. You know
okay, so you want to have a forward team that kind of meets up with them as they're walking out to be hey, how's it going?
Yeah, they're waiting for you over there.
Yeah,
everything's good. But meantime, we already went over with Nettie how she's gonna set up and do all her jazz. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Do you want some people maybe hiding in the bushes in case things go south for the surprise element, like me and Angus maybe?
Yeah, I think we should go. Yeah, we should go over the plan of kind of maybe rules of engagement. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and if possible, or if someone is going to lead the small militia force that you created, or if they're not going to be led, what is their strategy or what are their orders? But yeah, we should start with us. So Jasora is on the ship. Jasora is on standby on the ship. What is everyone else doing?
I would like to hide in the shadows. I know, big surprise here.
In a shocking twist, I'm gonna say Red River is meeting at the front, so he's on. We'll call them the front team because I'm not feeling very inventive tonight. I'm trying to think of what would be around for you to hide in. This crossroads is barren except for several stalls in the bazaar, so you can hide there. You can hide around the warehouse or possibly the general store. The warehouse is about 25 feet tall. The general store maybe a little taller. If you wanted to hide on a roof, that takes some doing, but it's possible.
Yeah, I think also can I make also a suggestion? I think in the bazaar, part of what I thought, what I was gonna advise Nettie is not a full-on bazaar, but have a few of the regular vendors standing there, mixed in with some of the militia folks. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So if they have a stand of fruits and it has a table, somebody could be hiding underneath the table, kind of thing.
Okay, so hiding in plain sight type of thing.
Kind of, yes, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that checks out. I'm gonna use a new color for the militia. So yeah, it'll just be not quite standard operating for the bazaar, but there's peeps around.
There's peeps around.
Some of them are real, and some of them are staged there.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, that checks out. Where is Amaya, Sarah? I don't know, Drew. Probably flying around in the sky.
Drew, this is why you insert your sleeping joke.
Sarah, somebody wake Sarah up. There it is. There's the charm.
It's too far. It's too far gone.
Oh, yeah.
Too late right
I think
now.
I missed the. Yeah, I think I missed it. That's my bad.
It's okay. Next time, Drew. There will be plenty of times.
Speaking of times, Sarah, what is Amaya doing during this, like, starting this fateful meeting?
Why are you writing soft there?
It's supposed to be 50 feet. So that I remember
I'm
later
sorry.
that I said that from the bazaar to the ship was 50 feet.
You can type on the screen.
See, and it also, Swiffer called me a geriatric piece of trash, so I am on purpose not typing on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a soft, you can remember it like it's a soft 50 feet.
It's a soft 50, not
Yeah,
a
it
hard
could be
50.
like 49 and a half. I'm just rounding it up to 50.
I thought you were doing like a soft, medium. I don't know. What
Yeah,
we were
this
going
is
for
the
there.
soft area where the resistance will be the softest. This is the medium, and then, yeah, that's definitely what's
Firm.
happening.
There's a firm somewhere else.
Yeah.
Undecided.
Oh no, someone's
You know
moving the
that
picture
doesn't
to
say.
ruin everything.
Oh, sorry, that's me.
Jeez.
Where am I?
I don't know. You're about to tell
I
us,
don't really know
actually.
who I am.
No, I guess I don't need that.
I want to be in the action, but I also don't want to be in the action.
And
You know what I mean?
you can think about it while I put you on the spot. Same for Nomad. I think you said, but I wasn't listening. If so, I apologize.
I'll just say real quick that I will be. I will be there. I will be wherever Red River is.
Okay, so you're part of the what would we call it, the meeting?
Meeting party.
Yeah,
the meeting party.
The crew, the meeting crew.
We broker the conversation, so I just feel we need to, if one's in place, we need to bring the other ones.
That totally checks out, and I think from like a strategic point, you'd want to have those moments to assess the situation in case things had changed. That totally makes sense.
Yeah, because Aldar is a plant inside of their coming party. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, eagle-eyed people. Hey, whoever's doing this, if you're trying to hurt my feelings, you have succeeded. Aldar will be revealed, but as far as you know, he has successfully planted himself, entrenched himself in this Vandersloot militia. Angus,
right? Because that's where we left him, right?
That's where we left him. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that leaves Nomad and Angus.
Are there trees near here or no?
In my head, all the like nice treed areas are on the other side of the.
Okay. I would. So I'd imagine. Correct me if I'm wrong here, crew. So like we scoped out the area pretty well, and maybe like we decided on like what side like they're gonna be standing on versus what side like Nettie will be standing on.
Yeah.
So like maybe can I find like a hiding spot that's basically like behind enemy lines, if you want to put it that way. So like if things go down, I could really hit them with like the surprise attack.
Well, I will say this. I hate to salt you guys' game, but one of the reasons you assume that he agreed to this location is because there are clear sight lines in most directions, right? So, like, if you had said, let's do it, like, in the mining camp, he'd be like, no, because, obviously you would have the advantage there. So this is theoretically the neutral ground. So that's why I said the roof for Angus, because I honestly don't know, unless he's also hiding in the bazaar with the militia, that there's anywhere else like that would be, you know what I mean? Unless you like dug a hole and buried yourself and popped out of it or something like in Dune. You know what I mean?
What about like crates and barrels? I don't know. I'm just.
Oh yeah. We could put you in a barrel or something in the bazaar. Like that would make sense that there'd be something like that around.
Yeah. Maybe a nice barrel.
You're in a barrel that's like on the wrong side. Like there's two barrels. One is a fake barrel and one is a barrel with you in it. And it's on the like side where the militia will be.
And I also feel like we wouldn't like. It's a sensitive subject to make jokes about that, with gnomes.
Yeah.
So we would be like, don't put the gnome in the barrel, like don't put baby in the corner. So everybody would be like, it's a little on the nose.
Is this the part where we address JP / Red Rivers racism because he's actually not a gnome. I believe he's just a dwarf.
A dwarf.
Yeah, I am a dwarf. That's why I was very confused during the whole conversation.
I apologize. I always get confused, guys. That's
character choice for Red River. He can't tell the difference between the two.
He can't tell the difference. Yeah, and like those HR trainings completely go over his head.
Yeah.
He's like, damn it again.
Yeah, they're like, why do they keep calling me in here? And they're like, you got to stop calling them they. Like, it's a tough situation. Red River's doing his best. I put a little flesh-colored barrel here. That's going to be Operation Nomad. Who are we missing? I think 3 of you are up here at the front. Swiffer's in the back at the ship. And Angus is on a roof, an undisclosed roof.
I'll do the general's door.
Okay. Yeah. So it's like there's a little curvature there, but like you're in your black, I guess. I guess also I need to know are you wearing your finery to this meeting, or are you wearing your gear?
I think everybody's weaponized because tension's high. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah. We've switched into like badass mode. I'm just gonna assume.
Yeah.
Everyone except Nettie is wearing their fighting gear.
So if I'm going in my fighting gear, there is a slight stench coming from the barrel, and nobody knows what it is.
Yeah, and maybe that's helping, right? Because no one wants to investigate the barrel because it's got like stink lines coming off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Visible stink lines.
Just want to throw that out there. So.
Is there any other stuff you guys want to settle before this all pops off? I don't want to put feelings in your heart or words in your mouth, so you guys tell me.
Yeah, Captain, I do have a question. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to see, right? So do we have like a code word so I could pop? Or what's the plan here?
Yeah.
Or like a secret knock on the barrel? Maybe that'd be good. I don't know if you guys can make it to the barrel to knock, though.
Yeah. Good call. Normally we use pepperoni pizza, but that could be a little confusing. In case
I feel like that could come up in conversation.
Yeah. So we're going to go with. Yeah, if we mention the ship name by name, you know what I'm saying? If we mention RB Argana, we're not part of this conversation. So if the RB Argana is mentioned in any context, we're going to go weapons mode, weapons free.
Weapons hot.
And then, Amaya, since you're chilling in the boat, maybe you have like a little creature just flying about for intel.
Amaya is, I think, with you.
I'm not in the boat.
Yeah, she's on.
Jasora.
Jasora's on the boat.
Okay.
She can turn it. Oh no, she can't turn it into a bird. It's kind of a sore subject. Sorry about that.
Thanks.
Sorry.
I'm able. It's 50 feet. I should be able to see.
Yeah, you can see pretty clearly.
Yeah.
Stuff start going down. I'll be good.
Yeah, and if you want to turn it into like a salamander or something silly, like that's your business.
Okay.
I just thought it would be kind of funny if someone turned into a salamander or an axolotl. But that's just the headspace I'm in today, you know.
Is that a small woodland creature I could talk to?
Axolotl? Yeah, sure.
Nice.
That's going to be the question. I think I'm going to start leading with, yes, this is a small woodland creature, and then we'll go from there.
I think that's a solid plan, for your own mental sake.
Yeah.
You know.
Thank you for looking after my mental capacity.
Can you address the big deer in the room, please?
Hey.
Oh, Sarah's funny. This is good. Thank you, Sarah. Any standing orders for the one last thing before we talked about the standing deer in the room? The militia. I feel like they could easily blend in the bazaar. Like, I don't feel like that's going to be super weird. But do they have orders? And what would those be?
So there's one guy who had like actual combat experience, right? Who was
that was Fred.
Fred, yeah. So Fred will be with Nettie, and he'll make the read. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So he's like you've field promoted him to like the squad leader.
Yeah. He's sergeanting it up, and he's looking at me every once in a while, you know.
Yeah. Taking the temperature.
Taking the temperature, but yeah. Because the thing here is to be sustainable. We don't, you know, we're not affiliated with anything right now. Obviously, we're hooking our aunt up, right? Hooking auntie up, but we don't want to be taking any side officially. Because we need gigs. We need to make money.
Yeah. I think that's a good wide view. The moments pass slowly. There's a little anticipation in the air, a little anxiety maybe for those in your party that haven't had like a planned military incursion. This is like an unsettling feeling. Like the fights you've had before this have been kind of defending yourself. This is a planned, like, you know what I mean? Before a battle, there's kind of like there's a stillness to it that is a little disquieting. And the moments pass as the sun reaches its zenith in the beautiful fantasy blue sky.
Oof, beautiful.
Not a cloud. As Angus, you feel beads of sweat forming on your brow on top of the general store.
When you had asked if we wanted to take care of business before this all went down, and
flashback.
I didn't really get the opportunity.
Oh my god, I am embarrassed. And then, 15 minutes before, Angus climbed down from the general store.
Before I even climbed up, 20
minutes before that, this is what happened. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry.
Going on. No, you're okay. Go ahead.
So I wanted to use what we discussed about.
Yeah.
And
the general store.
The mage hand.
The general store is closed. The doors are locked. But there's no one out here right now. There's no guards, and as far as you can tell, no Helga.
Yeah. I mean, technically, I could cast. I mean, you said I could cast the mage hand, correct?
Yes, sir. 1 minute
and
1 time.
All right. So technically, I could cast it inside of the store.
Yeah.
And unlock it, correct?
Yeah, you look through one of the barred windows of the store, and Angus, you reach into your pocket. When you guys were chasing down the dwarf a couple of sessions ago, you and one of your many Nomad Angus adventures, you saw like a rock that didn't look like any of the other rocks. It was probably the size of your fist, and it had a strange, colorful aura. What color was it?
Light blue.
Yeah, it was amongst a pile of it looked like rocks that were thrown aside. Like maybe like miners had thrown it like chaff. Like these aren't the rocks we're looking for. This isn't storm salt, so we're gonna chuck it. And it kind of glimmered and spoke to you, so maybe you pocketed it. And in this moment, you're looking through this window, and your eye has a prize. It's something you've been looking at since you arrived on this island. But it's so close, but it's just behind this window. And as you outstretch your hand towards the window, a sort of magic grips you, and a spectral hand that looks exactly like yours appears inside the empty general store.
I'm gonna look at the hand and I'll be like, yo, open it up.
The hand
hoping it understands me.
Uses it puts its thumb behind its index finger and speaks back to you. And it says, "You got it, son." And it wafts over to the wafts. It floats over to the door, and you hear a couple of clicks and the door swings open as the spectral hand pulls the door open, and you are inside this empty store.
Perfect. I'm gonna quickly grab my silver set, and then I'm going to leave the mage hand on the inside and relock it down.
The spectral hand slides between the little, I don't even know what to call it. It's like a rectangular space that Jackie Chan could probably fit through, but no one else. And you reach up and pull your silverware set off the top shelf. It is a little heavy, but I think the hand can carry up to 10 pounds, and it's not more than 10 pounds. And you shut the little case that says AM along the front, and you secure the beautiful family heirloom silverware set. And
back in business.
The third hand hands this silverware set to your 2 outstretched palms, and it shuts the door behind you and gives you a hand wink. We can decide what that looks like later. This whole process probably takes about a minute as the hand, I guess, like flutters into a million butterflies. It's your magic, so I guess you could decide what that looks like.
Go with the butterflies.
It's beautiful. It's magnificent, and then there's nothing at all. And you feel like you haven't felt this kind of magic surge through you since your fateful encounter with Bahood those years ago. And you're confused by it, but there's no time because this flashback is over and you're on top of the general store.
Sure.
You are one silverware set richer. Aldar. The lieutenant with one of the soldiers here with the epaulets has not let you out of his sight for these past probably 30 minutes since we last spoke. He's been ordering you around menial tasks, and he's ordered that you stay by his side at all times. Is Aldar amenable to that?
Yes.
He says, "Look, you're a good kid. You look new. I don't remember you, but you've proven yourself. We're gonna take care of business, you and I.
Yes,
We're
sir.
gonna make sure." He looks at you dead in your eyes and says, "No matter what happens, we keep Horace safe, and we keep the kids safe. You got it?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Swear to me."
I swear on my life.
He gives you a little peck on the cheek. Mwah. He is a bald-headed human man, but he's standing at like 6'3", and he's dummy thick. You know what I'm saying? His pecs have pecs. And you guys are kind of like milling about. You and about 15 other guards are milling about in front of the castle when everyone stands at attention as the front gate to the castle opens, not the front gate to the walls. And out walks 3 people. An immaculately dressed Horace Vandersloot. He's not in a regal or formal attire anymore. He's in like a beautiful plate armor that's like very closely cinched to his body. He's a small man, but there is something imposing about him now that you see him in his like shimmering. It's clearly been shined, all his silver armor. He is wearing like a silly little purple beret instead of a helmet. And at his left side, he had like a golden rapier hangs at his belt. Behind him is his son, who looks very similar to him, but is probably, I think, what did we decide, 17? Something like that? He's fantasy 17. Yeah. And it's Prendick. His suit of armor is not quite as illustrious, but it is a similar suit that was obviously tailored to this young man. He has a little short sword at his side and like kind of a worried look on his face. Actually, you know what? That's not fair. Aldar, make me a perception check or an insight check, whichever you're hiring.
Okay. Sorry, I don't have D&D open.
That's not going to work for me. You die.
Oh, wait, hold on. It was really quick.
It's too late. I don't know what to do now. You died.
Perception
It's embarrassing,
or what?
frankly. Insight, whichever you're higher.
Perception it is. Here we go.
Did it go really well?
Not great.
It didn't go well?
7.
Yeah, everything looks totally fine. Don't even worry about it.
Great.
Like, I don't even know why you were worried about it, if I'm honest. Like, it's totally fine. Don't even trip.
Well, I'll go with the flow.
And the third person, walking kind of behind them, is Frank, who you've seen before. He is, as you know, member of the West Alien Company. He's a loan officer. And he is also in some fancy attire, but it's more leather clad. Like, his seems like, you know how there's armor that you see in the museum and it looks like, oh, this is like a king that probably never fought someone? And then you see the armor that, like, the soldiers wear. He's wearing more like it's worn in the joint areas. Like, he's seen some things. Just as a soldier, you could recognize someone else that may have been a soldier.
Is Frank the one that was riding the wanted paper in the barracks?
No, that was poor Prendick. No, I'm not. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I've named so many people with P's. That was Podrick, who was
Yeah.
and actually, glad you mentioned him with like a comedically large bandage over his head, and walking with a cane, like one of those like crutches, like Ebenezer Scrooge's, like that little kid in that story. He's got like half of a cane, and his head is bandaged, but he's holding like a book in his other hand, and as he's like stumbling behind them.
Okay.
And Horace gestures to the lieutenant, who leads them to the gate.
Honey Tim.
Angus, you can probably. We're gonna lock it in now. The highest point of this building, I'm gonna say, is 35 feet. So you're 35 feet in the air. So anything in this region, everyone else, you might have to decide if you can see a thing. Angus, you can see everything, as long as you're not caught. I guess you can see whether you're caught or not. But just keep that in mind, you're about 30 feet up. Man, who's on the welcome crew at the gate? I know it's Red River and Amaya.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Red River and Amaya, you immediately spot, like, 4 guards who don't look familiar to you, who begin to, like, undo the intricate locks at the gate and push it open with a loud...
I'm gonna do a perception check, but before that, I told everybody I was gonna go pee. Like I needed to like find the backside of the tree.
Yeah.
And I did pee because I was holding some liquid, but I also cranked out like a 35 push-ups. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you get a little pump.
I'll get a little pump. I'm looking extra orcish right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I filed my teeth down. Like we're fucking doing it today. You know
Filed your teeth down? That's fucking cool as hell.
Yeah. I don't know what, like, you know that period you mentioned where everything kind of slows down?
Yeah.
You know?
And Red River would have experienced that before, kind of the moments before, like, a battle is taking place, yeah.
It felt familiar, and I was like, I don't know. Maybe shit goes down, maybe it doesn't. But let me look the part.
Daddy's gonna be ready.
Let me bring it. Yeah. Let me get some cash out of this ATM.
Yeah. It's in case. Put it in my sock in case shit gets real.
Yeah. So I'm gonna hit him with. I'm gonna do 2 rolls. I want to do an intimidation just to see if anybody notices my pecs, or maybe my quads are looking extra nice today.
Or what's the other option?
Well, we're doing that anyway, but it's a 5, so I think that.
Amaya, what do you do as you see Red River return from his pee break, and it looks like maybe you have a suspicion that he rubbed baby oil on his quads to make him look a little bit more aggressive?
I shake my head in disappointment.
Yeah. That's your captain.
Yeah, I don't know that. Yeah, that feels like a Marcus David move. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then I hit him. I hit him with a. Yeah, go ahead, sir.
No, go ahead. Stop.
I hit him with a perception and checkaroonie because I'm sizing these guys up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Give me a little perception.
You want me to do investigation or perception? I don't know which one.
Investigation would be like I look at their armor to figure out more about it, but perception is like a general check. Amaya, if there's any, you're kind of on the front of this as well. Is there any, or the front of this, but like at the front of this host, is there anything you want to check out? And if there is, you could stop me at any time as I'm describing them walking through the gate.
No, I'll just do a quick perception check just to see if I roll anything good. If not, then no. It's a dirty 20.
A dirty 30? You guys aren't...
20 is what I meant.
You guys can't roll dirty 30s yet. JP, how'd you do?
I did a 9.
Okay, JP, you notice that there's 4 soldiers here at the gate, and this gate is really noisy when it opens.
Yeah.
Amaya, you recognize something in these guys' eyes. You're not sure if it's fear, but like everyone, they look a little more like you've been around these guards for 2 days now. The feel is different. Their armor looks the same, but they're like the gloves are on tight now. These guys are ready to rock. Like they're not expecting this to go peacefully. With a dirty 20, you can see like scuff marks on each of their weapons. Like they've been practicing for this. You're worried that like every high school dropout in this world had anger issues and ended up being a guard on this island. And the 4 guards opened this gate with a loud eeeh. That was actually pretty good. I could do Foley work or something. And through this gate walks about 10 guards in 2 single file lines, one of which you both immediately recognize to be Aldar. But he's got a name tag that's been hastily scrawled that says Benny on it. And behind them is, do you do anything, Aldar? Maybe a wink?
Yeah, I'd like to wink. I'd lock eyes with Red River and a wink.
The soldier in front of you says, "Are you winking at him?" No, that doesn't happen. You guys have a George Clooney Ocean's 11 cool style slow motion walking wink. And behind them are Horace and Prendick Vandersloot. And then several more guards follow them, and the 4 guards who open the gate close the gate tightly. In total, there are 15 guards. Red River, you would probably do that math right away, just to kind of like, maybe part of your instincts of a possible fight breaking out. And they slowly make their way to the bazaar. Angus, I was thinking whether you would do a stealth check, because you're not moving, and you're on the roof. So I say you don't do a stealth check until you do an act.
I was gonna ask if I could just like kind of like, you know how like they're moving in certain directions. I would just like walk on the side of the roof that like is hidden away from the direction they're
Yeah, like the most.
Like I would see them before they would see me, more than likely.
I'll give you 2 choices because I'm between them, and I'll pick whichever you think is the most advantageous for you. I'll let you do a stealth check now with advantage, and then that's going to dictate how well anything else you do goes. Or you could do stealth checks individually for the actions you do.
I'll roll now.
Okay, so it's going to be with advantage because they would. I think they'd have no reason to suspect that you were on the roof.
Oh god. 14.
I do not have D&D Beyond up, so we're going to be honor system. You said 15?
14.
You fall off the roof. 15, you would have been fine. 14, you fall off the roof. No, 14 is definitely a success. And these soldiers, there's lots of people out in the bazaar, like as they slowly march out here. And maybe there's more than they thought. So immediately, the guards you see, like, kind of fan out. And they form a line. They're going to be this bluish color. They stop before this table that has been set out kind of for this meeting. They fan out here. They make a line of like 5 dudes. 5 more dudes. And then like a brigade behind. And these yellow X's are going to be our VIPs. Right? Sorry this is so blasé, but I didn't have time to make a real map. And what color do we want Nettie to be? She'll be green. Nettie and her crew, Fred is there. And I feel like there's other people watching from far away. Like the guards have cleared out this space. But you can also like see like small crowds gathering in this area. Like they can see what's happening, but they're pretty far out. But there's no one on the crossroads except for you all and these guards. 15 in total. As Horace walks up to the table, he like motions his guards aside, and he rests his left hand on the pommel of his rapier, and he looks at Nettie, and he says, "Are you the orc lass who?" Nope, he doesn't sound like he's older. Let's try again. "I'm an old man. Who, me? I'm old as hell. But I'm also regal. Are you the orc woman who fooled my son into that foolish contract?" I just realized I have to do this conversation with myself, which is very frustrating. That is disappointing. Well, hell, that boy done agreed to it now. I didn't make him sign nothing. Horace pays her no mind and steps away from the table and behind his soldiers. there's 10 in the militia, Japer. How many would you say are in the bazaar? Another 10 who are just kind of bystanders, like who look like they're selling stuff.
Yeah.
Just
doing busy work and stuff. Or whatever.
Yeah. They're moving potatoes around. Like obviously, shit's getting tense out here. And Horace speaks like it louder than you thought his old man voice would, as it kind of like resonates through this crossroads. Even Jasora on the ship, you can hear what he's saying clearly. You know, nope, that's not my voice. One more time. Old. I'm an old man. Who, me? Nope, that's like Jeff Bridges or something. Oh, I can't get out of it. This is how I sound now.
He's posh. He's old and
old
rich.
and posh. I'm an old Richmond.
Yeah.
I'm an old Richmond. Yeah. And I stopped this.
Bobby Kraft. Hit him with some Bobby Kraft.
Damn it. I built
Stewie
this
Griffin. Come on.
Stewie Griffin. I built this island from nothing. You're all so ungrateful. You don't remember the days when I pillaged this rock salt with my very hands. He coughs slightly like an old man would. Do you know you all make on average about $1 a month? I take what you give me, I sell it for 2. I keep 1, I give you 1. This was fair for a long time, this was fair. And you all owe money to the Westalian Company. That's why you're here. You could be working for free, but I insist you be paid. Despite your wages technically being owed to the Westalian Company. Because I am a good man. You've bitten the hand that feeds you. Someone, he looks at you, Red River. Someone assaulted my men, stole my property, and 1 man is still missing. It would not surprise me at all to find him dead. I fear the tides have an ill present for us tomorrow, but I'm willing to forgive all this. He gets a bag out of his like little doublet that he's wearing over his armor, and he jiggles it around. This is 20 gold pieces. You don't make this in a year. If you can hear my voice, that's likely true. To step up, tell the truth, and tell me who did this heinous act before we negotiate anything. And this 20 gold pieces is yours. And the people at the bazaar, like, all look at each other like kind of unsure. Their eyes are a little big.
Yeah.
And Fred looks at you, Red River. And in his eyes, there's there's something sad in it. And he kind of shakes his head and he says, look, I appreciate what you've done, but that's enough to get me and my family out of here. And he walks up towards the guards who part. And Horace says, all I need is a name, son. It's, Fred says, it was them, the new ones. He says, yes, excellent. Podrick, record that, please. He hands the man the bag, and Fred kind of like walks back towards the mines. He like intentionally doesn't look behind him. And he says, yes, well, I suspected as much. You've been helpful, but that's come to an end. Guards, arrest these hooligans. Amaya, Red River. For theft, you will be tried.
Drew, who am I close to, just to pause the situation?
You are about 3... You are the closest soldier on this back line here to the sun, and I guess the old man is standing a little bit further up. You're probably 3 feet from the sun, and you're like 5 feet from Horace, the man speaking. Amaya, you, and I assumed you guys were here, but I guess now that you know it, I guess it's kind of hard. But I assumed you guys were like right here. Does that seem fair? Like next to this negotiating area?
Who? Me and
yeah,
Amaya?
you and Amaya. You guys are their crew, right? The ones like standing up here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he says, you two and your entire crew of your ship are under arrest. Guards, seize them. This moment is frozen. Angus, Aldar,
yeah.
everyone, you all see this happening. What would you like to do?
Okay, I'd like to hear what we. I think.
To keep it in canon, Aldar would have no way of having communicated with anyone.
Yeah, so it's gonna be me.
Aldar's got to choose what Aldar wants to do.
Between you and me, Drew, I think we didn't hash out if I got a weapon from the armory before we.
I would say, yeah, totally. You had your choice of a halberd or like a longsword. A halberd is like a long axe. It's like a spear and an axe had a weird love child.
Okay, I'll go with longsword then.
Yeah.
Should I put that? I think. Well, we're not there yet. But I guess if I see guards going towards my people, I would go towards. If I'm behind the guy in charge, I'd go behind him and hold my sword to his neck.
Holy
and
shit!
Pull him back, and tell him, well,
Oh my God! What? Unhand me!
You can't arrest me.
The other guards pull their weapons and point them at you.
And then everybody stay back.
I yell the code word RB Argana, and then I motion to the militia team to like go into positions because they've been taking my commands during training, so I would expect them to fall in. You know what I'm saying? And then I motion to Nettie to get her people and get out of here. We're gonna trade pain today.
The militia, like, as a lot of things happen at once, we're going to go down the line before we roll initiative or anything just to see kind of what everyone's reaction to this. The militia, like, overturns the tables they've been hiding under, and they hold their spears aloft and form a line. And the nearest guards react to that, and they are also, like, standing off to face them. They're probably 10 feet from each other. That's what's going on at the northern area here. Here's the table. Nettie is gonna abscond as fast as seeing this break out. Nettie is not much of a fighter. She's ready to go. This is gonna be. Oh yeah. Does everyone have gifts? Everyone pick a gift for yourself.
I like those little thug marsupials or rodents we had last time. Hold on.
This is gonna be Horace Vandersloot as Mr. Bean. I just want you guys to get a clear image of this before it pops off. Oh, all these guards are lame. Stickers. Guard. Yeah. Jasora, you're 50 feet away. Oh, should they be fantasy cops? Yeah, look at the little smile. There we go. Good, good, good. Let's make them smaller. And one more.
Ooh.
What's
layout? Who's behind the gate?
I took the. So if you scroll down, there's a beer. Oh, that. I'm gonna guess the beer is Nomad. I've drawn a little closer perspective here. No, you're okay. I didn't announce it because I don't know why I didn't. What's that cute little dancing antler guy? How do we get that? I like him. The one that does the.
It's just Deer Watch here.
Oh, I found it.
Yeah.
It's adorable.
Well, it's actually not on there immediately.
And then down here is gonna be Ango. He's on the roof. I know this is a very hastily put together fight scene here. Let's put the kid. We'll call him Kid. Oh, this is horrible.
Careful, you can move the map. Whoever did that.
It's probably Sarah. Oh, this is good. Yeah, it's just this little chump kid. He's here as well.
I swear it wasn't me this time.
It definitely was Sarah. Don't listen to her.
That's all right. Here, I'll move it back. Hold on.
But if you scroll to the very bottom, we kind of have our fight scene here. Jasora is out here on her ship.
Okay.
A dock, I guess.
Okay. I didn't know you were doing that down here. All right, perfect.
And I need to. We obviously know what Angus is doing. I mean, I'm sorry, not Angus. Aldar. What is everyone else doing? Oh, Sarah, I drew you guys as X's, but that is much better. I'm gonna make
nice.
Let's make an orc as well. Oh, I want a cool one. All right.
The kid. You put it.
Yeah, I put the little child.
I put a little orc somewhere out there, Drew. I don't know where it is, but there's an orc.
Oh, is there an orc somewhere? I'll find him. Oh, Angus made himself a cool cat ninja. You want to drag him down here,
You're
Sarah?
moving him.
Sarah, I'm going to put you right here, okay?
Okay. This is the one you wanted, right, JP?
Love you.
Yeah.
Oh, I see him. He's a running nasty boy. Put him right here, Sarah, where this X is. So basically, there's two battles going on, right? The militia you trained versus some guards, and then the remainder of the guards. Aldar, he says he kind of like pulls against your arm with more force than you thought he like was capable of, and he says, "Let me go, son. You don't know what you're doing."
Mate, we were on your side for a while there. We helped you. You can't arrest us.
Wait, who
right.
are you?
I take off my helmet dramatically.
Oh, everyone goes, who's that?
It's me, Aldar. Yeah, that was me the whole time.
Well, listen, I could make you a very wealthy man, but you're making a huge mistake. Unhand me at once.
Can't do that. You can't. You got to release my my team. We got to be able to go free.
The lieutenant,
make this right,
in the epaulets, is standing closest to you, and his halberd is out, and he says, "Benny, how could you? I don't understand."
Nothing against you, mate. I'm just trying to look out for my team and my side.
Well, what the fuck are we gonna do now, sir? What would you have us do? Amaya and Red River, what are you guys doing?
I bust out I get my weapon out.
Yeah. What is it?
Yeah.
Is it cool as hell?
Yeah. It's totally rad. Hold on a second. I forgot the name of it, but it is a attack. I think my Baldur's Rain out.
Yes, the Baldur's Rain. It looks like a sword, but at the end is this huge dark rock that it serves as like a great maul.
Hell yeah.
And the three like guards between you guys and Horus are like don't know which side to point at. And they since you're such an imposing figure, they pointed at you. But you do see some fear in their eyes. Maya, what are you doing?
I hit him with an intimidation check, which is just a 4, so I had to do nothing.
You can roll it again with advantage. Roll it again since you whipped out Baldur's Rain for the first time and it shimmered in the orc sun.
The golden light, it's 11.
Yeah. They are still moderately impressed, but maybe one of them steps forward to be like, I'm cool too. He pulls out his halberd and it's also shiny.
Yeah. Equally shiny.
Maya, what are you doing?
Nobody's touching me, right?
No one's touching you. They're like 5 feet from you, but they are not touching you.
Okay. I'm just gonna stand here. I'm just watching, waiting.
Okay. Kind of a quiet settles over you. Jasora, you see all this happening? A scuffle is breaking out. What do you do?
I am gonna move, at least within range, so move 20 feet.
You look over at Christopher on the ship, and he neighs proudly. I have a very important question for you.
Yeah.
Do you attempt to ride him into battle?
Please say yes.
Is he healed?
He is
Like,
healed, yeah.
He's chilling, right?
He's chilling.
Yeah, I guess if he's cool with it, I'll feel inspired as long as he's giving off the right vibe.
Make an animal handling check.
God. A 21.
You grab the reeds that Christopher has for hair
This is
as
very great.
you start running down the dock, and Christopher runs up next to you as you grab his hair and slide up him like Legolas in one of the Lord of the Rings movies. And you trot, instead of the 30 feet you could run, a full 50 feet, and you are only 10 feet behind Amaya and Red River. And you are standing astride a beautiful Unikelpie steed. And you hear one of the guards say, "Holy shit, is that a Unikelpie?" And he pees a little. Nomad, you've stuck inside the barrel the whole time. What do you do?
So is my positioning like accurate?
I would say you're probably even closer. Like, the barrel was auspiciously placed. No one looked at it because there was so much else going on, but yeah, the barrel's like right up in their grill.
Alright, and can you remind me which one is the important guy?
That's Mr. Bean. Here in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh no, my whole whiteboard just went away. Oh, I just moved. Sorry. Yeah, Mr. Bean is kind of surrounded by guards. He's got a sword at his neck as well.
He does. That's good. So can I do? I guess it maybe be like a stealth, because I want to try to like peek out the barrel.
You are unseen right now. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I like heard the code word, but I didn't hear any like clanking of metal or anybody bleeding or dying yet.
No, you have not. But you wouldn't even have to roll it. Oh, by the way, this is Podrick in the back.
Man, maybe I'll end him today. Anyways, yeah. So can I like peek out the barrel?
Yeah. You got a full view of this. That no one's looking at this barrel. The barrel is the last thing on anyone's mind here.
All right. And there's probably the guard at the top, in between me and Mr. Bean here. How tall is he, roughly?
I like having to come up with the height for all these people. It's not a dwarf, because I feel like the last 10 people you talk to are dwarves. It's a, and we don't have to get too spicy. It's a human woman with short brown hair. She's 5'8".
How tall's the barrel?
How tall are barrels? I don't know, 4 feet? 3 feet?
Or
I say
3
three.
feet,
3.5 feet.
There we go.
Alright, so I'm hoping to like kind of like squat on the barrel and then launch myself directly at Mr. Bean, broken quarterstaff, just gunning for him.
But okay, and Angus, finally, Angus, what are you doing?
Even though I'd like to get involved, I'd like to still stay up here just in case like another set of soldiers come and I can warn the group before they arrive.
You're not necessarily needed just yet. And now the fateful moment. Everyone, let's roll initiative. This fight is going to be a little bit different, where the militia is not going to have like the militia is going to be fighting the other guards, but how they do is not going to be like a regular fight. So I guess what I'm saying is that fight is happening like to the north of you guys. You can see it clearly. If you wanted to help them, just let me know. Otherwise, you're kind of engaged in this separate conflict, if that makes sense.
Got it.
I rolled a 12.
Oh, shit.
I got a 19.
Anyone over 20? 20 or higher?
No.
17 or higher?
Yes.
Nomad. That's apparently that's how like the pros do it, which makes sense. Anyone over 15? Anyone over 12?
Yes.
14. I'm 12.
What
No, I'm not over 12.
What's Jasora?
I am 12.
14.
Jasora. And then Angus is going to win that tie break because he's a rogue. And then Amaya. Anyone over 10? Anyone over 8?
When you get to over 2, it'll be.
It's not very good.
For me.
I kind of like batting cleanup, though. I kind of like.
Yeah, that's good. You can assess everything and then decide what you do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
This is going to be Aldar.
That's what I was thinking.
Aldar, you do have him grappled because of like your surprise. Like I'm not even gonna make you roll. Like that surprise was so well executed that I don't think you rolling for it would make any sense.
Okay.
And then, believe it or not, Japer, you are not last because the guards rolled a 1. The guards were very not prepared for this situation.
Psych themselves up as they may, they're still flat-footed.
And then at basically round 0 is going to be the militia, just so I remember to do it up here. This is what my notes look like usually when I have pen and paper out, but I figured I'd put it on the paper so it gives people something to look at, a little visual stimulation. You know what? Scratch that, Terry. Stimulation. Let's cut that with something less sexual. Thank you, Terry.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Nomad, you're seeing all this happen. Would you like to attempt your jump on the barrel and attack Horace, who is being grappled attack?
You know, how far is like the little boy? How far is his son from him?
So he's further. He's on the opposite side.
Never mind. Yeah, we're just gonna go for Horace.
Okay. You're gonna have advantage on basically anything you do against Horace because he is being actively grappled. What is your plan? You said you have your broken quarterstaff and you're gonna hurt this man.
Mean, I know we're in initiative, but would I be allowed to get the consent of the captain, basically like a retroactive consent?
Flashback.
Yeah, a little flashback. I basically wanted to ask, like, if it'd be okay if we killed him. Because if so, then I'll equip my poison in hand.
It's 30 minutes earlier, and you guys are like kind of talking the battle strategy, and you guys get to the like articles of war here, and you guys can have this conversation.
Yeah. Who are we talking about here?
The Horace, the main guy. You know, I just feel like if we take him out, then we can just basically take over his kingdom he's built. All the guards are ours. We can give it to Nettie for a small price. And then now we have some stabilization and trade routes, right? We have his army. Like, I think this can go well.
Yeah, I'm here for it. Yeah, if our people's lives in danger, then yeah, let's take him out. I'm okay with that.
Alright, so he gave me the order to
the kill order. Is that how you're going to interpret what he said? Because I'm not sure he said let's kill him explicitly, but go ahead.
Yeah, Nomad kind of zoned out for half that conversation.
You heard kill. You said kill him.
Yeah. Alright, so I will still have the quarterstaff.
Okay.
But I'll also have my potion of poison.
Yeah.
Ready. Yeah.
So you rub the poison on the broken end of the quarterstaff?
Yeah, so then when I impale him, like if I draw any blood, it's going to go into his bloodstream.
Okay. Yeah. When you're sitting in the barrel, you're kind of like massaging the poison onto the shaft of this. You know what? Again, Terry. Yeah, Terry. We're going to run that back all the way from the top. Okay, so you're sitting in the barrel and you apply the poison to the sharpest point on this failed quarterstaff. Go ahead and make an attack roll with advantage. Well, okay, wait. How far are you jumping? You're jumping over a person?
Yeah, that's why I was asking for their height.
Make me an athletics check jumping off this barrel and leaping like 9 feet.
Would we say acrobatics would be more accurate?
Oh, yeah, sure. You can do a somersault. It's fine.
Beautiful. Is that advantage or not advantage?
No.
No, I don't. If anything, yeah, let's keep it flat. Keep it nice and easy. One roll to rule them all.
9.
Yeah, you go to like somersault over this guard, but you land directly squarely on top of them.
fucking hell.
You and they tumble to the ground. You are prone, but it is still your turn.
So, I guess the question is the poison like a one stab use, or did I apply enough to stab a few people?
You apply it, and it lasts for 1 minute.
Oh,
but in the game, but a turn in the game is 6 seconds, so that's 10 turns. So it is like
time.
Yeah, that is not a inconsequential thing.
All right, so I guess I'll just try to stab the guard with the quarterstaff.
Yeah, you
Draw
see,
blood.
she's got like plate armor on, and her name is Shelly, and she probably has a family. Go ahead and roll an attack.
9.
You stab like at her breastplate, and like your quarterstaff is like more damaged than you thought, as another like chunk of it like chips off as you attempt to strike her, and she kind of like shuffles to her feet, like she's on her like she's trying to stand up after you smacked her.
Interesting. Very good.
And it is I think that's going to have used all your movements with the failed acrobatics check. Jasora, you are astride Christopher, and all the glooming light of his scales reflect in the afternoon sun. What would you like to do?
Do I have to find his character sheet? Does he have abilities?
He does. I sent them to you a very long time ago. I would say you have control of him now, but it would take more training for you to order him to use his abilities.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you are riding him, and that's probably the most I can do for you right now.
I'm just more mobile.
Yeah. Like right now, I think he has a 50-foot movement speed instead of your 20 or 30.
Okay.
And we can say that he jumps really high, because in my headcanon, he's like a steeplechase horse.
I would like to
turn into a snake on top of the horse for that double animal coolness.
The Atkins formation.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have my mace drawn.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know you had a mace. Oh yeah, I guess you guys picked one up a while back.
Yes, I've had some weapons for a little bit now.
It's been a while since Jasora held a mace with anger in her heart, and it feels heavy in your hand. But the leather grip, like, fits perfectly.
I'm going to, because I'm behind everyone, I'm gonna hold my action since I know Nomad has attacked from over there.
You've watched Nomad appear out of a barrel and launch himself onto another person.
But I don't want to be the one that kind of breaks what we have right here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can just, basically what you do, you can either ready an action where you say, I smack someone with a mace if they get close, or you can hold your action like you said, and just any time after someone else's turn say, Drew, I go now. Does that make sense?
I'll ready an action, like I'll smack someone with my mace if they get close.
Okay, you're in bonking. You're ready to bonk if somebody steps.
Behind Amaya and Red River.
Yeah. No, that looks cool in my head. Like they're being charged upon, and then you appear on your glorious steed. Angus, it is your turn. You are surveying all of this. What would you like to do?
From my vantage point, do I see any other people approaching?
Not yet. Like, this is... I know it's taken a long time to describe, but not much time has actually passed. So, you don't see any other guards except for... The guards at the very top are, like, inching closer to the militia, and the militia's, like, holding their ground. But you don't see anyone additional joining the fight.
And Aldar is still holding.
Yeah, he does have, he canonically has Horus, like, by the throat in the center of these guards. So you've got 7 guards. His son, Horus, and Frank is here as well. I put Franck. I typed Franck, and it gave me this little French guy with a baguette.
Oh yeah.
I would like
Felt
to.
right.
I guess I'd like to sneak up on Franck.
Yeah, with your previous stealth check from before, Franck is very, like, focused on the rest of the situation, and he does not see you. As you get closer to Franck, though, I will tell you, he does not have a weapon drawn.
Oh, perfect. I'm gonna do what Aldar did and take him hostage.
You going for the the Call of Duty walk behind hostage situation?
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead and make me I think a grapple is like a strength check, but you're gonna have advantage on it.
Good, because my strength sucks.
And he's gonna resist, but he's gonna have disadvantage because he is very, very surprised. Well, I got a 2. Let's see if I can get a 1.
12.
Yeah, you grip him, and he goes, "What the hell are you doing, son?" Wait, no, he doesn't even know it's you. He goes, "Wait, what the hell's going on? Let go of me!"
Don't you dare call me son. I'm your dad now.
He says, "Papa?" It is Amaya's turn. Amaya, you see 2 of your comrades have stealthily Assassin's Creeded themselves and snatched a couple peeps. You also have several guards in front of you with shining metal armor, red and black in the sun, with halberds pointed at you. Has Amaya been in a dangerous situation before, like this?
No, the most action she's ever seen was whenever she happened to be on this boat and everything that's happened since.
So basically, the moment you stepped on a boat, her life got much more violent.
Very, very violent. She was not of a violent nature.
Well, violence, the nature has found her. What would you like to do?
Mm. We're just gonna ready to defend myself. I'm not really gonna do anything.
Okay. That's totally fine. I'm going to count that as the dodge action, so basically anyone who tries to attack you is going to, like, do so at disadvantage. Is that fair?
Okay.
Horus is going to try and wriggle out from under Aldar's grip, but Aldar, I'm pretty sure, has a pretty significant strength check. I rolled a 19. Should I read the grapple rules? I should probably know since I'm like it's a theoretical dungeon master.
Alright.
But I think it's going to be like, I don't know if it's a strength check, like a strength contest. I think it is. Since I don't want to wait for the rules to load, that's what we're going to do. So you're going to roll a strength as well, and we're just going to, the higher roll is going to have we'll just see what the result is.
Okay, so strength off of my character sheet.
Yeah, you can just click literally the strength number.
+3. Yep, alright.
Yeah, and this works to Aldar's advantage here. He's a pretty strong boy.
Oh, shit. That's a 5.
He like you take a moment, like maybe you're surprised when you hear Franck get grabbed by Angus, and you turn, and at that moment Horus like wriggles loose and pulls his rapier in one swift motion and points it at you. And he says, "I sound like an old man, and you've made a terrible mistake, boy." And he put his golden rapier, like, moves through the air towards you faster than you would have imagined. And does a 16 hit.
No, sir.
It chinks off of your armor, like at your waist, but you feel like the reverberation through your body. And he goes, "Ha! You won't be so lucky next time, boy." And he separates from you and pushes one of the guards towards you. Like, puts a guard between you and him. And he's kind of closer to Amaya now. He like, clearly just wanted to get some space away from you. Aldar, it is your turn. You are holding a longsword, and you are surrounded on all sides.
let's go for.
Oh, I should put some like battle music on. Let me just quickly take 20 minutes to find out how to do that.
All of this is traversable, right? This is pretty close quarters.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Extreme Action is the music I'm gonna play. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. All right, go ahead. Yeah, you're surrounded on like all. Aldar is in the thickest of this that it could be.
I'm gonna go for the kid, and I'll try to take him hostage as well. Does it work like that? I don't know.
I mean, you can, but now you're gonna provoke some opportunity attacks. So basically, now there's no more surprise. So 3 guards are gonna swipe at you if you move on the kid. You can still try to do it. Just know that there will be consequences.
I don't want that.
Yeah, because they would try to protect the kid, right?
Yeah, like you think they probably have orders to protect Horus and the kid like over everything else.
We haven't really swung on anybody except for Nomad and the guard, right? I'd like to talk to what's his name, and I guess will this count as a dodge as well? Just if anybody takes a swing on me.
If you don't attack, then yes, but you'll only get disadvantage on the first swing at you.
Okay.
It's not a bad option, and it's like one that like I think a lot of people forget because it's extremely valuable. Like someone rolling twice, you might dodge a crit. You know what I mean? Like
Exactly. Yep. I'd like to yell out to Mr. Bean and say, "Call off your men and let us go. We can save a lot of bloodshed here. We don't want this."
So, just so I understand, the man who just put his knife to this man's neck is now calling for peace. Is that essentially accurate?
Well, he could have killed him at any time.
That's true.
I could have killed you, and
yeah.
I was only gonna use you to get our men free. That's all. I wasn't trying to kill you. I just wanted you to use you as leverage so we could get out of here. I think that's our main objective here. This isn't our fight.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Okay.
And you're in an active fight, I am going to give you disadvantage.
Let's see.
He has no reason to trust you.
Persuasion.
It's alphabetical.
Disadvantage?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. With disadvantage. I'm on the phone, so I gotta...
Oh, you're good. I always assume you're inside of a chicken coop.
No. Oh, shit. Disadvantage 11.
He looks at you and he says, "You know what, son? You know what, boy? I'm quick to forgive. If you help us take care of this rabble, we'll let you walk free."
What rabble would that be? The rebellion?
Yes, your former allies.
I don't think that's our fight, sir. You have plenty of men to do that for you. We've helped you align this meeting and try to do this civilly, but looks like it's not going to end that way.
Help me this
Nettie
one last time.
Here? Like,
Nettie,
is she near?
She is at the end of the initiative, and she is running away. She is not going to be useful in this fight, but she is within earshot. She's like 15 feet away. This is supposed to be Nettie. I guess I could draw a Nettie. I'm going to write redneck and see what it gives me. That's kind of offensive. Let's do bumpkin. Bumpkin. That's a nice... Oh, there you go.
Country bumpkin.
It gave me a weird...
Kathy Bates. I would have gone with a Kathy Bates.
I don't think the sticker will just give me Kathy Bates.
Oh, I'm sure it will.
Alright, let's see. Oh, here we go. Let's see if I can get a good one. I want the one from Misery. No, we're just gonna take this one.
Oh my god.
Kathy Bates is just like she looks here. She is disappointed in all of you.
Yeah.
And Horace looks at you, Aldar, and says, "You can help me one last time, son. I'll make you rich, and we'll send you on your way. Help me take care of this incursion."
It's not my place to do anything. We've picked our side. We're trying to stay neutral to this, but I think you're forcing our hand.
And do you say that while your character's flossing violently?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very charismatically.
Red River, it is your turn.
Pick up where Alder left off, and I say, Horus, how do you think this is going to play out for you? What do you think is going to happen if you try to draw blood from my team?
I'm afraid I'm going to have to kill you all. And
That's
maybe
not
I'll
the
get
best
my
ending.
gold back.
I thought you were a man of your word. We saved your life a couple of days ago. You were stranded at sea. And you recompense us by putting us in jail?
I
Are you
believe
just
I
like all the other rich people?
compensated you with gold before your associate here attempted to kill me, and then you killed one of my guards, stole my goods. Sir, any
In those
goodwill you...
terms- Yeah, in those terms, how much is your life worth to you right now? Because if we negotiate a price, we'll let you and your men leave. Maybe even spare your son.
A fair point.
Everything has a price. You can walk away here alive, or your line ends right here. I'll make sure of it.
Make me an intimidation check.
Big money, big money, big money.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 11.
Okay.
He looks at you. One of the guards next to him takes a step back, and he says, "Don't worry, boys. He's right. 2,000 gold pieces. You pay me that now, and I let you walk away."
I think you just offended our crew. How about 3,000 to let you guys live? And we'll consider leaving your son. We won't put a ruse on him.
Looks like the price is going up. He says he spits on the ground. And it's old man spit, so like the loogie's way too big.
Yeah. It's cartoony big.
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah.
There's a 2-foot puddle generated from the loogie. But he does seem tragically unmoved by your intimidation.
Shit.
Okay.
What do you want to do, Red River? I feel like you could say that while you're doing something else.
Yeah. I'm gonna hold my action in case somebody moves. I'm waiting to see their hand. I want to see if
Okay.
this guy if he wants to trade paint, then that's what we're gonna do. But I'm
Okay.
holding to see.
The guards are gonna go. 2 of them are gonna attack you, Red River. The first one brings down his halberd, but like way overestimates like how tall you are, and just like swings it a good foot over your head where you don't even have to duck. The other hits with an 11, or I'm sorry, is it an 11? Does that hit?
No, it does.
No,
not.
that's
But
fucking.
the action that I had queued.
Yeah.
What do I do?
So what was your act? I guess I should have at like, what do you do? Like when someone attacks you, attack them.
Yeah.
The first guy he swings and misses you, and now you go ahead and attack.
It's a 20 hit.
Yep, it does. Is it a natural?
It's 13 plus 7.
Oh, okay. Jesus, +7. That's ridiculous.
My guy's a fighter.
Yeah, that's his whole deal. That's what he's here for.
Yeah.
Let me know the damage.
12.
Where do you hit him? In his tummy?
It's squarely in the chest, right in the solar plex, with the center of the Baldur's Reign.
Like you hammer him just right, center mass, and like his plate armor like dents inward. And he goes to one knee.
Yeah, and one.
And we're gonna call him.
Furthermore, on a
Ouchie.
critical hit, yeah, I think this thing does something on a critical hit.
Give
Was that a
him
critical
blood.
hit?
No, that is a dirty 20, so not a critical,
Dirty, yeah.
but very, very filthy. We're gonna give him put a little blood on him. He's heavily damaged.
Yeah.
This guard is gonna stand up. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, once per short rest, you can use a bonus action.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah. What do you do?
I'm gonna swing at the other fellow who took a swing at me.
Yeah. So they came and you said, okay, well, you're gonna regret everything.
That's what we're gonna do now, I guess.
Yeah. This is how we're gonna handle our business.
19 plus 7, 26.
Yep. That barely does. Yep. It hits him.
13.
Yeah, that guy, where do you hit him?
This guy almost hit me, so I hit him right in the transmission. I hit him in the kneecaps.
Yeah, he goes down like a sack of potatoes as he lets go of his halberd. He is prone. His halberd is on the ground. He is not dead, but one of his knees bent the wrong way. It's a grisly scene.
He's got tomorrow problems today.
Yeah, he's got tomorrow problems today. He's in a bit of a sticky situation. The guard standing next to the Nomad is going... The woman, cat... What did we name her? Sally? She stands up and is going to swing her longsword at you, sir. Does a 19 hit.
Oh, shit.
Swinging at a who?
Nomad. Oh, shit. 9 damage. As she pulls this longsword and shoves it right through your thigh meat. And, like, some of your thigh berries, like, fall out of the little pouch you made.
Yeah.
This one is going to attack Amaya. As she's, like, the closest next door, and he's kind of panicking. Next door. Next to him. He's going to attack with disadvantage. Good thing, because the first one was a critical. Does a 14 hit Amaya?
Yes.
He does 6 damage as he, like, slashes across your chest. And he hits one of your tentacles on the way down, and what color is Amaya's blood?
Green.
Yeah, it's green and kind of sticky and oozy, and yeah, you see it for the first time in a while. Aldar, you draw the bad luck. 3 guards attack you.
Hold up. Alright.
Just real quick, am I close enough for either one of those, like 3 that just attacked Red River and Amaya? For my
mace
held
them?
action? Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Forget what the action. What did I hold it or did I?
I think you readied it.
Readied the action.
I would say yeah. On top of your movement is so strong with Christopher that yeah, you could be in range to smack one of them. Which one do you want to hit? The one that's very damaged or the one that's nearly dead? Or the one that just hit Amaya?
I'll hit the one that just hit Amaya.
Okay, maybe Amaya ducks a little as her like green blood starts to surface on her body. Go ahead and roll a d20 or an attack roll with your mace.
Okay. A 12?
A 12 like chinks off of this pauldron on this person's shoulder as Christopher lets out a wild neigh. 13. Does a 13 hit you, Aldar?
No.
Does a 1 hit you?
No. Can I go through... I've never used bonus actions or reactions before, but I have a bonus action. I guess I should have used that on my turn last time, right?
Yeah, so basically on your turn you have a standard action, a bonus action, and a reaction.
Okay. And then... So if the reaction is actions in combat, opportunity attack... Is that something, if you attack me, I can attack you back?
If someone steps out of your range, you can attack them. That's an opportunity attack. So if this guard ran away from you, you wouldn't have to use a new action to attack him. You'd just be like, oh, as I react as he's walking away, I bonk him.
Gotcha. Okay.
Does a 19 hit?
19 does hit, yes.
Okay. These 3 soldiers all strike at you several times. Most of them, like, like leave little like sparks as they knock off the armor, the heavy armor you're wearing. However, one of them gets through one of the seams and does 3 damage.
Okay.
Aldar laughs and coughs up some stinky, icky blood. Aldar's been in 50 fights and probably won't even remember this one. That's everyone except this one attacked, these 2 attacked. Podrick is gonna move 15 feet towards the gate. And now I'm gonna do a roll for the militia, well trained by Red River, so I'm gonna give them a bonus, +3. However, they are being overwhelmed slightly. You guys, as this fight is going off, you're all close enough to see the militia has created several huge shields that are the size of almost tables. So 2 people are holding a shield, and in my head, 1 person's holding a spear. So they're creating these kind of very defensive posture. However, the guards are starting to make their way around it, and you guys notice who was the smallest militia member you were training, Red River, who had the heart of gold. And he was like, "Yes, sir, very good." I think his name. Let's call him Steven.
Yeah.
Steven.
Brett.
So Brett's partner on the shield, he trips and stumbles and falls and drops his shield, and Brett's not able to hold it, so the shield falls entirely. And Brett is face to face with one of the guards who's bearing down on him. Nomad, it is your turn.
Alright.
You have been stabbed through the thigh. There is a burning sensation, but the adrenaline is kind of blocking that feeling for you.
Yeah. So we're gonna go with the quarterstaff attack again with the poisonous end for this poor little lady.
Sally, I think we called her.
Sally. God damn. Does an 11 hit?
No, sir.
Alright. So, now, what we're going to do is I'm going to use my bonus action. I'm going to spend a key point and use Step of Wind to disengage.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you get a free disengage, so this person will not have an opportunity attack. Where do you want to go?
And then I am going to... So I still have my movement speed, right?
Yeah, you have your full 30 or 25. I don't remember what your movement speed is.
I have 35. And then it also says that my jump distance is doubled. What would that mean?
There's an equation where you take your movement speed, and if you have it, that's how far you can jump. Long jump wise, and then there's another measurement for height. Yeah, it's weird.
Alright. So can I use my movement speed to kind of regroup with Jusora and the Kelpie? I feel like they're pretty close.
Yeah, totally. You could even weave your way around these people with 35 and your monk-like agility. You could be anywhere along this front here that you guys have created.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna regroup with them. I think that's the move.
Okay, I'm gonna put you here, but we could just in our headcanon you could be kind of anywhere back here.
Right. Yeah, that works.
That checks out. Frank is gonna try and wrestle out of your grip, Angus. I skipped his turn. Let's do a contest. He rolled a 7. Or I guess I ruined the suspense of it. Let's do a strength contest.
I rolled 15.
Yeah, Frank tries to wriggle out from under you. That takes his whole action as he spends 6 seconds trying to wriggle out. But you have a what is that hold called? It's like an arm bar hold or whatever. You've got your arm is locked under your elbow. He's locked up.
Sleeper hold.
He says to you as he realizes that his attempts are failing. He says, "Look, son, I'm not going to be on the losing side of this. I'll be a good ally to have."
Are you switching teams right now? Because if you are, I don't trust you.
I promise you, whoever this is, because I can't see your face. I've been alive for 85 years. I've never been on the losing team. And Jasora, it is your turn. You are astride a beautiful Kelpie, Unikelpie.
I'm gonna take another swing at the one that attacked Amaya, the one that's still closest to me.
Yeah, the one that bullied your friend. Go ahead and roll an attack roll.
Yes. See, ooh, a 15?
Yeah, that hits him. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yay. Let me do something. 5 bludgeoning.
Yeah, you hit this dude in his arm, and he, like, raises his halberd to try and block it, but raises it too far as you crunch into his forearm. And underneath it, it rips off some of his blood with his skin and your blood with your mace. And you see he's got a Confederate flag tattoo. And he sucks.
Oh my god.
It's fantasy Confederate flag, though. He's fantasy racist. And make me an animal handling check as Christopher gets, like, a sight of this, like, blood splatter right in front of him and, like, starts to panic.
Freaks out. A 13?
Yeah. You calm. What do you do to calm Christopher?
I haven't been around too many horses, but I will stroke his mane and say, "It's okay. Thank you for helping us in this time. I'll give you some carrots when we're back on the ship."
Some fantasy carrots. Start a 4-piece pie and fill in 1 for taming Christopher.
Yeah.
And that soldier is damaged but not broken. Bent but not broken, let's say. Angus, it is your turn. You are holding Frank. And he smells good. He smells weirdly good, like turmeric.
Give him a good whiff.
You give him a little sniff, yeah. That's your whole turn. And then, Amaya, no, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
I know you haven't been on the losing side before, old man, but if you're not on my side, then I feel like your run has ended. And I'm gonna sink my dagger into him.
Holy shit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I don't want to kill him. I would just like to wound him.
You would like to hurt him very badly.
Yes.
For me, I don't think it makes sense to do an attack roll, even an attack roll with advantage, like in this situation. You know what I mean? Like, there's no failing. So, you just roll damage twice and take the higher one. But we'll call this non-lethal damage. That's just a home rule. I know that's not what the rules say, but that makes sense to me in this moment.
Yeah.
Highest was 6, but would we? No, that's not like a sneak attack because I've already snuck up on him.
I would say we'd count that because you would have. I think if you have advantage on it, it's a sneak attack. So I'd say we would add it. Like
Yeah.
In this case, you would get every bonus imaginable. I can't wait for you to rub this in my face 6 fights from now, and you're like, but you gave me it that one time. But it's fine.
It does say if you have advantage, or if you're attacking with a finesse weapon, which I am attacking
Yeah.
with a finesse weapon, and I'm in an advantageous position.
Yeah, to me, this is like the most advantageous you could be.
Well, the sneak damage was only rolled as a 1, so 7
Oh,
total
okay.
damage.
That's all right. Yeah, you cut him pretty deep. He wriggles, and you cut him across the chest. And his elven chest hair is beautifully combed, and like the wafting smell. Even his blood smells kind of good, which makes you pretty uncomfortable. And me just saying it. Amaya, you have been damaged, I think, for the first time in this entire adventure. What would you like to do? Amaya uses rest, like Snorlax, and sleeps.
Amaya wants to die.
And
No, I'm
regains
just kidding.
her health points, all her HP back.
She just gives them away to other people.
Yeah, she's like, here you go, guys.
The guys with the little red patches are bloodied.
Yeah, some of them are more bloody than others. This guy here... Oh, you have no way of seeing what I'm looking at. This guy is very close to death. This guy at the very bottom is at least bloodied, and your friend in front of you is just damaged. I don't like to display, like, their actual health number, because, like, that's not fun.
Is he within 5 feet of me?
Yeah, totally.
Okay. Is he wearing armor made of metal?
Yes. I don't know why that would matter.
Alright. Because I'm going to do Shocking Grasp. I'm going to go up to him and touch him.
Give it a little caress.
Make a melee spell attack against the target.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
Hold on, that's the hit die. That's the F5.
Yeah, you want to do the plus whatever first, and then the damage if we hit him. And by we, I mean you.
Does an 11 hit?
Go ahead and roll it with advantage because of this metal armor.
Yeah, I didn't do that, did I?
As you lick a DC battery and touch this guy with it.
Hmm. 23.
Yeah, that just barely hits. Go ahead and roll damage. As electrical little sparks, I guess, shoot from your fingers into this gentleman.
Yes. And that is 2 damage.
Yeah, he poops a little. Not to get too blue. Or I guess brown. And he looks like he is very surprised, but he is not dead.
He can't take reactions until the start of his next turn.
Oh, shit. Okay. He won't be reacting to anything except for the electrical charges going through his delicious veins. Horace looks around him at this situation that is, well, I'd say it's well in hand. Horace is very confident. He grabs his son by the hand and leads him towards his guards here to the north. And he is going to attack you, Sir Aldar.
Say if he's moving, I'd like to do an opportunity attack on him.
Oh, he's going to get right up on your ass and roll an 18.
18 what?
But he has a opportunity attack, no?
Only if he moves out of the range after that.
Got it.
18 does hit, yes.
Good. I was hoping, because I'm about to fuck your shit up as soon as I find the right dice. This golden, beautiful rapier jams between your ribs for 8 damage.
Fuck.
And he slides it in and out with, like, a surprising quickness. And he says, it's too late to take my offer, he says. And it is Aldar's turn. You are surrounded by 3 guards.
Offer.
That's not very nice, he says.
I'd like to do a rage real quick.
Do you scream? Like, what do you do when that happens?
It's always a scream, yeah. Ah!
Yeah. Just like a very quick, yeah! Okay, I'm here for it. Yeah!
I guess I'll attack the closest. Well, I guess if, what's his name is close?
Yeah,
Is he
Prendic's
in
there.
range?
I would say Prendic, not Prendic, I'm so sorry, Horace has the most, like, resplendent armor, so you would intuit probably a higher AC than the regular guards, but you can attack whoever. All these people are in range.
Okay. Does my the long sword, I still have to roll do I have to roll like a d20 for that one?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And then
I'll
add
go for-
+3 for your strength, and then +2. So add 5 to whatever you roll.
Okay. And I will, I'll attack, the main guy. Yeah.
Horace, our good friend.
Yes. So this is, oh fuck. Does a 10 hit?
No. A matter of fact, a 10 slides off his beautiful armor and scuffs some of the golden trim. And he goes, "How dare you touch me with your filth hands?"
Damn it. I'm gonna kill you.
And he blows you a kiss. No, he doesn't. Red River, it's your turn. You have 2 very injured people in front of you.
Yes.
And quite a situation unfolding all around you.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention, I drew this during one of you guys' turns. Nettie took the opportunity to run 30 feet in the opposite direction of this fight.
Yeah.
You've got Steven, who is in trouble up in the militia battle. And you've got Aldar surrounded on all sides, but Angus, everyone else is in a decent situation. Angus is very in control of his own destiny.
Yeah.
You look back, actually, and Angus is unmooring the ship and is, like, sailing away.
Just
Even the
waiting.
dinghy again.
Yeah.
I go. So from my orc guy to this other gentleman here, like facing the little deer. That's nearby, right? That's
Yeah.
I can cut that distance.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. I'm going to cut that distance, and while he's facing Aldar, I'm gonna take a schwack at him with Baldur's Rain.
And who is this that we're hitting?
I'm gonna move it.
Oh, you're going for the head honcho?
Who's this?
This is Nameless Guard number 3. Mr. Bean is the head honcho, and this is his
No,
kid.
I'm going for Nameless Guard number 2.
Oh, you're trying to, like, okay, you want to free this little situation.
I'm trying to create some space between.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Go ahead and roll an attack.
Yeah. Give him something else to hit at besides Aldar. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no, for sure. This is a bailout situation for sure.
Yeah. We gotta look after our boy here. Attack.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Aldar continues to floss and nay. As we await the roll of truth.
Once per day, as an action, the wielder of Baldur's Rain can invoke Stone's Wrath. The blade pulses with magical energy, causing the stone sphere to crackle with dark power. For the next minute, every successful strike with the sword releases a shockwave of force, dealing an additional 1d8 force damage.
Jesus.
Furthermore, and a critical hit, blah blah blah. We'll do that.
Yeah,
later.
things get real nasty if it's a critical.
Yeah. Yeah, we're doing the thing.
Yeah, go ahead and roll the attack though. And if you hit, you're gonna do bonus damage.
Yeah. Does an 8 hit?
An 8 does not. As you He-Man and hold Baldur's Rain over your head, and Fantasy Lightning strikes it, and it looks cool as hell. You used all your power to channel that cool look, and when you bring it down, the guy just kind of steps to the side, and it smashes into the ground and leaves a divot in the ground. This guard is going to immediately try to strike you back because he didn't like that at all.
Yeah.
He rolled a 12.
Word. With a 12?
Yeah.
Nah, that ain't that's not hurting my
Yeah, he swings at you to no avail. The other one that you very much injured earlier begins to crawl away from you for 10 feet. This other one stands up and approaches you. He is heavily damaged, but he lets out a swing, but it is a very weak swing, 13 to hit.
No.
Yeah, you kind of look back at him at the moment that kind of freaks him out, and he just swings wide. The remaining 2 guards are going to swing at Aldar because they just don't like him. 15 and a natural 20.
15 doesn't hit. The 20's definitely gonna hit.
Delicious. Son of a bitch. Man, it does 6 damage as this guy gets right on the back of your neck, but he doesn't get a good clean hit. It kind of scrapes off of you for only 5 damage.
5 damage. Okay. Yeah, I'm hurting.
Do you say that out loud?
No, I'll just.
take a knee. Show it.
Yeah.
It hurts.
Yeah, a puddle is starting to grow around your friend here. This guy is going to help his friend, and they're both going to attack Jasora. Well, one's going to attack Jasora, and one's going to attack Amaya. The one that got electrocuted, Amaya, he swings at you for 10. Does that hit? I don't think 10 hits, but I don't remember Amaya's AC.
It doesn't hit.
Yeah, he's a little shocked, and you know what I mean? He doesn't have quite the juice he needs to smack you. However, Jasora, the other one, rolls a 13 to hit you.
Yes.
You take...
I'm about to be cooked.
You take 5 damage.
Oh, God. Ouch.
And make me another animal handling check. That's Aldar coughing up some blood.
Yes.
An 8.
At the smell of this horrible violence of your blood, Christopher takes off from underneath you as you fall to the ground.
Ow.
You are prone.
That sucks.
Horus is going to run 20 feet, and his son is too. Aldar, you can take an opportunity attack if you want.
What's the downside? I'd like to.
There is none, and you can technically attack at either him or his son.
I'd like to attack him. Let's go for it.
Go ahead and roll an attack roll.
Okay. Does it automatically hit? Oh shit! A 10 again.
It definitely does not automatically hit. As
Okay.
You swing a little too late, as this old man is much faster than maybe you thought he was capable of.
Fuck.
And the fight with the militia to the north continues. And Steven, is, basically, one-on-one with one of the militia guards. And at the final moment, as the guard strikes a, deciding blow, Steven picks up the spear closest to him and jams it through his neck in, one grisly motion as the guard falls over. The rest
a moment of brief pride.
The militia, the rest of the militia, reacts in horror as this was, their unofficial leader. And one of them says, "Oh no, Spencer!" And the militia begins pushing back as the guards give ground. And it is Frank's turn. Make me a wisdom saving throw, Angus.
Not very good. 7.
You hear this elf's words twist inside your mind, and all you hear is flee. This turn, during your turn, your only action available to you is to move 30 feet away from Frank.
Okay.
Nomad, it is your turn. You got a Jasora that just fell off her bike. Well, her bike. Her fantasy horse. Her Unikelpie. Amaya just shocked a guy. Aldar, your best friend maybe in the universe, is heavily damaged. What would you like to do?
Yeah, Nomad's not feeling too good about himself right now, so he's going to go over to the guy crawling and try to attack him.
Yeah, you will do so with advantage.
Amazing. Okay, 23.
Yeah, you do hit him. No matter what amount of damage you do, it would be enough. Do you lethal or non-lethal this gentleman?
Oh, we're gonna lethal him. Yeah.
In PG terms, what do you do to this man?
PG terms, I'd like to poke him with my stick in the neck.
You poke him with your stick real good, and he goes away forever and ever.
Alright. Amazing.
It's pretty grisly.
And then, let's see.
And then? What do you mean? You just killed a guy.
Yeah. I got a bonus action.
Okay, fair enough.
Did I can I still use movement if I didn't use all my movement?
Yes, totally.
All right. Can I go to the next fellow?
Yeah, but you don't have enough to attack him unless you. I think you have to burn another cheese point.
Well, is the movement my bonus action?
No. You still have your regular movement.
Okay, yeah. Well, I have unarmed strike as a bonus action.
Oh, okay. Well, you can try to knock this gentleman.
Yeah. Is he prone? Did we say?
I don't remember. No, because he moved over to try and hit
Okay.
JP, or Red River, but he was not successful.
So would I get advantage for catching him from behind, like as a flank?
We don't typically do the flanking rules. I think if JP was was engaged with him and only him, then yes. But
Okay.
JP's engaged with the other guy? I don't really know the flanking rules.
It's all good. I rolled a natural 20.
Oh. Yeah, that does it. What do you do? Do you punch him or do you kick him?
Yeah, we're gonna go with like a maybe. Was this guy? This guy was the one hitting the sternum, right?
Yeah, this guy's already shaken up a little.
All right, yeah. So we're gonna go for like a high kick to the sternum, I'd say.
Like a Angbach sternum attack. Yeah, go ahead and roll damage with for critical damage.
All right. 13 damage.
You, like a character, one of the many cool ninjas in Mortal Kombat, you reach your fist through this guy, and it comes out the other side.
Amazing.
It's pretty great. Everyone here should be making a Constitution saving throw, because it's the nastiest, grossest thing that any of you have ever witnessed. As this gentleman falls comedically to the floor. The floor,
And then I'd like,
the ground.
as like my very last thing, I'd like to use the blood to draw a bit of lines on my face.
I don't like that, but I can't technically tell you no, I guess. So, okay. You do that. Sorry, I'm still dealing with it. It's Jasora's turn. Jasora, you're on the ground. The breath has been knocked out of you. You're staring at the sun floating overhead.
Does it take my action to stand?
No, it takes half your movement.
Okay. Then I will stand.
I like that you knocked over your little guy. I'm gonna put him
Yes.
back up.
Is Amaya knocked over, or she's just crooked?
See, I think her little thing is just kind of crooked looking.
Okay.
I'm just crooked.
You're shoulder to shoulder with your mermaid gal pal.
I'm going to. Hold on, I have to see what it is. Poison spray in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible to hit both of them?
I think it's a cone. I think it's a 5-foot cone. So I want to say yes.
Yeah, it doesn't list exactly the shape. It just says 10 feet.
Spray to me sounds like a cone. We'll play it for a cone for now. I don't have my D&D stuff up.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll say they both. I think it's a saving throw, right?
Yes, Constitution saving of 12.
Okay, that one rolled a 2, and that one rolled a 1.
Yay.
How much damage do I take?
I will roll it. Um, 10.
Really?
Yes, it's a 1d12.
All right. This one starts coughing up something, and then he just falls over. This one continues barfing up some stuff. He is not dead, but he like drops his weapon and has like both hands on his knees as like he's overcome with like illness. I gotta come up with a better way to depict poison damage because I feel like you guys poison people all the time, and I don't want to describe people blowing chunks. Well, that was pretty gross. Horace, it's your turn. What do you want to do? I'm old as hell. Horace and his son and Podrick are going to move an additional 30 feet. They're almost back to the wall. Or back to the gate.
Did you skip me? And Angus?
Oh, shit. I just wanted to get the horse's turn so
Yeah,
bad.
he did.
You done fucked up.
Angus.
And then also, Drew, really quick, would Podrick have half movement since he's impaired with his crutch?
Yeah, I have Podrick moving at 15 feet. He had a head start, and Horse is going to pass him.
So we have a chance to catch him.
I can neither confirm nor deny. I am so sorry. Angus, you, your only action this turn, well, at the end of your turn, you can make another wisdom saving throw, but you have been affected by a spell. You need to move 30 feet away from Franck, but you can choose which direction.
I'm gonna move towards the Vandersloots.
Yeah, that checks out. Actually, with it, you have enough movement to get like right up on them, depending if that's how close you want to get.
Oh, yeah, I want to get all up in that business.
Get up in there. Let me move this to here. Yeah, you can get right up on their ass. And make me a wisdom saving throw. Well, not me. Just make one in general, I guess.
A 6.
Yeah, you fail. We'll deal with that later. It is, of course, the person I skipped before, Sarah, Angus, and Maya.
Angus a man.
It took me a few tries, but I got there.
How many names do I have?
Yeah, well, Maya has several. The gentleman you shocked has fallen to the ground.
Died.
Yeah, he's.
Yes.
I was trying to be nice, trying to be civil, but yeah, he died.
He's dead.
He's gone. You hear Christopher neighing in the distance.
Are the Vandersloots within 60 feet of me?
Yes.
So is Angus, isn't he?
Yes.
I choose 2 creatures to throw acid spray at. It's the Vandersloots, the son, junior and senior.
Oh my god, okay, yeah. Do I have to, like, jump out of the way or something?
Target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw.
Shit. Old man Vandersloot rolls a 17, which I assume is successful.
Yes.
That boy can boogie, son.
However, young Vandersloot rolls a 4, which I assume is not successful.
Correct. He will take 3 damage.
The boy will?
Yes.
The back of his, like, well, like, tailored armor, like, only, like, maybe, like, a 3-inch circle melts away. But he falls to his knees and starts screaming, "Father, they've hit me! Father, please!" And he, like, starts crying on the ground. Do you want to move, Amaya, or are you good? Or do you want to wrestle around in real life? I'm good, Drew.
I'm good, Drew.
Horace turns to his son and, like, tries to pick him up and, like, carries him. He's only gonna move. He's gonna move at a much slower speed now. So they're gonna go just as fast as Podrick. I'm trying to decide. I think with your mind situation right now, Angus, I don't think you're gonna be able to opportunity attack. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're under a spell.
Compromised.
Currently. Yeah,
He's
you are.
compromised.
You are hashtag compromised. Speaking of hashtag compromised, it is Aldar's turn.
That's a beautiful transition, Drew.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. I'm gonna attack the guard above me.
Yeah. Sorry, I was reading something and I'm. Yeah. Go ahead and roll an attack roll, boy. And you're on rage, so I think you add bonus damage.
Does a 15 hit?
15 does hit. Yeah.
Excellent.
How damaged is Aldar? Don't give me the number, but is it bad?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I'm bloodied, very bloodied.
Aldar is like doing. These are his
Might
like
be.
what he considered might be his final actions.
You know what? Looking at my hit points, what does heroic inspiration do again?
You may, before you roll, ask for advantage on any roll, and I will grant it to you.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I already rolled. Okay. Then I roll damage.
And you can also do it on a damage roll.
Oh.
So you could be like, I'm going to do it right now, so you'd roll damage twice and take the higher one. Basically, I don't use it a lot because we're not great D&D players. Well, no, that's not fair. We're great. But we don't use inspiration a lot. It's very optional. Basically, if you do something cool or something your character would do, I could be like, okay, you have inspiration, and then you can burn that to get like.
It's not something we used last time either, right?
Yeah. I think I probably mentioned it once and then forgot about it because there's a million other things we have to worry about.
Fuck it. Let's do it. I'll use heroic inspiration. I clicked it. Okay, and I'm gonna use the longsword. I'm gonna fuck this guy up. So 10 damage, and then I'll roll it again.
Yeah, let's see if we can get higher, but 10 is pretty good.
Nope, 10 is it.
10 is good enough to, you cut this person, like, deep. As, like, you actually chop some of their armor away. And, like, their chest piece rolls to the ground. And they, like, start coughing up a little bit of that sweet, juicy red stuff.
Excellent.
Red River, it is your turn. Aldar is still surrounded by 3 peeps. Horus and his son are trying to make their way back to the wall. The militia and the guards are about evenly matched, but the militia seems to have some momentum.
I'm trying to weigh hitting a strategical target to kind of stop the nonsense here versus continuing to protect Aldar. So,
for the greater good sir.
Yeah, I yell at everybody, help Aldar out, make sure he's safe, keep him safe. And then I bust a move. Trident, I got my trident in hand, and I'm gonna run and chuck it at the Vandersloot straight to his back as he's carrying his son out.
That's the coolest thing I've ever heard. However, you are going to take an opportunity attack from these guards.
That's fine.
Okay.
He's bloodied, right? The
guy
that I'm passing by?
Yeah, he doesn't have the courage to swing me, but the other one does. He rolls a 14.
A 14, I'll tell you, ties. So it doesn't do anything, or it does?
Does not. You would win the tie.
Woo! Okay.
I think. Yeah, fuck it. We're going with that. You throw your
last time.
You throw your trident. Go ahead and throw it as it arcs through the air. Oh wait, I think it does hit you. Sorry, a tie does. The tie is the fighter. You only take 4 damage. But yeah, throw your trident. It only makes you throw your trident even harder.
Yeah. Now I'm pissed. I took the damage, and I hit with a 12.
A 12? It like. JP?
Yeah.
I will let you throw it again, but there will only be 2 outcomes. Either it will hit him or his son. Do you accept these terms?
Hold on a second. Hold it with low soft, aquatic light. What's the charge do? Hold on a second, I'm just reading.
I think it lets you talk to sea creatures for a minute or something. It's been a while since you guys used it.
Yeah, it's okay. Charges, what's charges? Whatever.
Either it misses or it hits, and then we're gonna roll a die to see who.
Yeah, how can I fuck it? We're here.
Go ahead and roll me a d20, and I'm just gonna tell you before you roll it. Yeah. Even hits Vandersloot, Horus. Odd hits the sun.
All right, this is where we're at, son. This is where we're at. 13.
This is wool.
As the trident soars through the air, Horus at the last moment, like, squeezes an extra foot of movement out as he runs away. He does this kind of through instinct. And, unfortunately, that puts his son between him and the trident. Go ahead and roll damage.
Piercing damage coming at you. It's an 8.
The trident lodges itself perfectly in his upper back as he lets out a whimper and a cry and falls to the ground. And it is the guard's turn.
Oh, shit.
These 3 guards, as they're known to do. Strike at Aldar with a 6 and a 13.
Ding ding.
Aldar standing firm, 17.
17 is my armor class.
And
Good sir, how does that work again?
That does hit, yeah.
Does it? Okay.
Did Aldar already rage? Has he raged?
He is raged,
Past
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
okay.
Aldar, you take 3 damage. As a flurry of blows lands all around you. You dodge and you weave between them. You lean into them. You try to close the gap so they can't get as much momentum behind their strikes. However, one does swing true and hits you right across your upper right arm. And your arm doesn't feel limp, but it doesn't feel strong anymore.
Sucks. Let's get a description.
This,
seeing the light.
The guard that's been vomiting a lot finally wipes his mouth. He's still got some green detritus around his mouth. It's pretty gross. And he looks at you, Jasora, and says, "You cheated. Poison spray can only affect one creature." And he pulls out a +10 magic sword and attempts to strike you. He rolls a 14.
It hits.
He pierces you with the sword of "Don't cheat, you're so bad at this game," and does
didn't
5
know I
damage.
was. Ow, I'm bloodied.
And he says, "This is for you, low-key ninja." And he stabs you right in the face.
Oh.
And let's see, those are the 3 guards. Horus looks down at his son and says, "Son, talk to me, boy." Podrick says, "Sir, do you want me to go to the castle?" And Horus does not respond. And then the militia and the guards are going to fight each other at the top again. Top of your screen.
I yell at Vandersloot as I see as my trident is flying. I've yelled, "You want to keep going, brochacho?"
One of the militia guards finally gets behind the shield wall and takes out 2 of the militia members. There's 3 guards left and 6 militia. And it is Nomad's turn. Nomad, you've just punched a hole in a person.
Yep. So we got 4 guards left by us. How far are the Vandersloots from that position?
JP ran a full 30 feet, and they're probably 20 feet from him. So that, in my brain, 50 from you.
So if I use dash as my action, could I get to him?
Yes, but you won't be able to do anything else.
I can't use a bonus action?
Oh, yeah, you can. I'm sorry. No. Dash. Your standard would be 30 feet of movement, and then your bonus action would be a dash. So yeah, you wouldn't have a bonus action.
Oh, okay. I understand.
It's okay. We actually never went over all this like we should have. We just jumped in. I should have.
Yeah.
I should have had hey
worries.
everyone, let's talk about how this game works. But anyway.
And can you recap what's happening? We got 6 people left. They got 3 in the militia thing.
Yes. You got 6 militia versus 3 guards, but the guards are more well armed. You've got 4 guards still up. 2 of them are damaged here in your immediate vicinity. You got Podrick, Horus, and his son, and his son is in a difficult situation.
All right, I guess seeing Aldar, go down pretty good, I will go after, let's say, this guard.
Yeah. And I believe that was the captain's orders. Go ahead and roll. Are you stabbing with your broken quarterstaff?
Yeah, it hasn't worked well, but we're still gonna go for it.
It is still poisoned.
Yes, it is. A 9.
No, sir. You start to think maybe I should fix this thing before I start hitting people with it or attacking with it.
All right, I'm angry. I'm gonna use flurry of blows.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So I'm gonna spend another key point to use flurry of blows. Does a 19 hit?
It does, yeah.
Amazing.
Don't
All
punch this guy's chest through either.
So, let's see. Yeah, so I get to make 2 unarmed strikes. So I'll just roll damage twice then?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, yeah. You roll damage twice. Sorry, I'm back.
1.
As you punch and kick this gentleman.
Alright, so 9 damage total.
Yeah, you like knock back this guy's like knees as they buckle, and you strike him on the side of the head. He is dazed, but he is not dead. He is color him surprised and bloodied. And it is, of course, Jasora's turn. Jasora, out of the corner of your eye, you realize that you don't see Frank anymore. What would you like to do?
I'm hurting badly, so I'm gonna cure wounds on myself.
I thought you were allergic to shellfish. Go ahead and roll that cure wound.
Hey, damn, son.
Okay. I heal myself for 7.
Nice. You like whisper an incantation as like light blue energy like surrounds you, and where your arm and side were cut up, like it like fills in. Do you want to move? He will get an opportunity on you.
That was beautiful, Drew.
Thank you.
No.
Okay, word up, A-Town. Angus, you need to flee. Actually, you don't feel anything anymore as your head like clears up and you can move freely. About 15 feet from you, you see Horace Vandersloot leaning over his son.
Going to approach the Vandersloots
and offer your sympathies.
Nah, no sympathies here.
Oh, okay. Just felt like you were gonna offer your sympathies.
Non-lethally going to attack.
You go ahead. You have advantage. Which one are you attacking? Just to be clear.
I see him running towards the towards them because he's
Which one's
Now go for the dad, bro.
Yeah, which one's the dad?
I changed the dad into this little cat who looks angry.
Well, I'm gonna attack Pops.
Yeah, go ahead and roll them bones.
20. Was a 22 hit?
Yeah, 22 just barely hits.
Perfect. Terrible.
Oh, I don't.
7 damage.
Okay, I was going to say I don't have D&D up. Yeah, you strike him, and this is the first time any of you have actually hit him, as like his heavy armor is like thick and like well fitted everywhere. But you find a spot like where his elbow meets his forearm, and you cut out a heavy chunk, and you feel the like rush of blood as it like sloughs off onto the ground. And Horsus, you'll regret that, boy. And he turns to face you.
Use my bonus action to disengage.
Oh, now we're playing Dungeons and Dragons. It is Amaya's turn. Amaya, you have a very injured fella next to you and your friend who just healed herself. And about 40 feet away are the Vandersloots.
I'm gonna do Ice Knife at Senior Vandersloot.
Jesus. Yeah, you whisper an incantation and you draw like a hexagon in the air. Or something. And yeah, an ice knife soars out of your hand. You hitting the Elder Vandersloot?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll that attack.
$19.
Yeah, that definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage. And then they are going to do dexterity saving throws to try and avoid the explosion of cold damage after as well.
1.
1 damage?
Yeah.
Okay, and then roll the cold damage, the 2d6.
2.
That
10.
Jesus. The Elder Vandersloot jumps out of the way and only takes 6 total damage from all this. However, the sun is not able to move, and it is like someone opened a freezer on top of it and dropped a ton of ice, as the top half of him is frozen and unmoving.
Boom.
The top half. Okay.
Of the sun.
Yeah, no, I know what you meant.
I think I was just telling Japer.
Yeah.
Do you want to move? You don't have to.
Me?
Yeah.
Move? No.
Horace looks down at his son, and a tear rolls down his face. And he says, "This island has taken everything from me." And he charges at you, Red River. And he closes the distance between you and rolls a 6 to hit with his golden rapier.
I expertly nudge it away with my elbow.
Yeah, easily. He slings wildly, and
He hit me with that 101 shit. Yeah, he hit me with that schoolyard shit.
Yeah,
Saw it coming from a mile away.
that bullshit. And it is Aldar's turn. Aldar, you are bleeding from most of your orifices. What would you like to
This
do?
might be it for me. I'm still gonna attack the guy I attacked before.
Yeah, you flossing like it's your last floss.
It could be. Let's go with the longsword attack. And here we go. Does a 16 hit?
It does.
Hiya.
Yeah, you say.
13! It's gonna kill him.
As you cut him down, what do you do?
Just a pretty rageful slash of this longsword with a lot of rage.
Yeah. You cut him long ways, the way that you do not want to be cut if you're in a fight. And he slides to the ground slowly and comedically. And it's also horrible. Red River, it is your turn. Horace is standing in front of you.
Exactly where I wanted him. I am going to hit him up with Baldur's Rain.
Yeah, go ahead and roll them bones.
18.
Jesus. Yeah, go ahead and roll damage. It does hit.
Martial heavy two-handed with the ability to topple. 10.
And then your bonus 1d8 force damage for activating your Baldur's Rain once per day.
Yep. 5.
How much? 15 damage?
Yeah, 15 damage.
You strike him. Where do you hit him? Like in the chest?
Well, I feign like I'm gonna go hit him upside the head with a traditional sword.
Yeah.
But I know the weight of this weapon. I've been using it for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So I switch the momentum and hit him right underneath the armpit, where I know the armor is weak.
Yeah. He raises an arm to parry you with his rapier. And it gives you the perfect opening to slam your great maul into his side. And he goes a good 7 feet onto the ground, prone. And he is not moving.
Are we done here with intimidation? This will determine if I was out of breath or
Do you say it to him, or who are you saying this to?
To him. To him.
There is no response.
Yeah.
Aldar, Red River, the guards. The guards seeing this are gonna roll with disadvantage. They see their leader struck to the ground, and as they're looking, two of the guards are gonna take spears to the chest, and they're not immediately killed, but they are out of the fight. As the 6th militia, led by now an enthusiastic Steven, or what was his name, Brendan? Brett, are now facing down a single member of the militia. These other guards, the one throwing up in front of you, Jasora, having just watched you heal yourself and watched Amaya conjure an ice knife and fly through the air and explode, throws down his weapon. The one standing in front of you, Nomad, does the same as he's heavily damaged. And Aldar, the one next to you, starts running towards the gate. You would have the option to opportunity attack him if you want.
Is there any guards left in the battlefield right now as we're watching all this movement?
The only guards left are the one facing off against the militia, and everyone else has given up, except for Podrick and this guard that's running away.
Yeah, so it doesn't. So
do you strike at him, Aldar?
I tried to, but 8 doesn't hit.
Yeah, you swing at the ground, and it just like he just runs he runs right past Podrick and almost makes it to the gate.
I yell at everybody to help the boy out. What's the boy's name? The young Vandersloot?
Prendick.
Huh?
Prendick Vandersloot.
Yeah. Yeah. And I tell Podrick to go get some medicine from the castle, double time.
What? I don't understand it. Is Horace okay? Says Podrick.
I'll deal with Horace in due time. Let's make sure the boy is okay.
Go
ahead.
Out of combat?
You are out of combat.
Okay.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna go to Aldar and cure wounds him.
Thank you.
Aldar, all your bloody blood orifices all over your body. Some of them close up. Go ahead and roll the damage though, just so we play by the rules.
I healed you for 6.
She puts a healing hand on you, and the warmth emanates through your body.
Thank you.
Yep.
The other guards say, can we leave, please?
Not without emptying all your pockets. I'd like to check everybody's pockets.
The 2 guards next to you hand you like a gold and like a Subway Club card. That's all they have.
Actually, you know what? You guys are staying here.
Okay.
They're staying here.
Okay, so can I keep my Subway Club card?
You know, I'm not a big fan. Got sick from there once, so you could keep it, I guess.
Yes, I've only got 2 more, and then I get a free sub. He says. His friend spits out a bunch of bloody phlegm because he's heavily damaged.
I'd
what
like
do you
to
guys?
start taking those 2 to the boat.
You take these 2 guards to the boat?
Yep, unarmed.
Yeah, they throw their weapons down and say, "Look, we just want to go back to the barracks. We're not going to be any trouble for you guys."
Yep, nope, they're going to the boat.
I don't want that, please. He says.
No, so we'll do is we'll just we'll have the militia round them all up and just tend to your wounds, but stay here. Nobody
Yeah.
moves.
But before that, what is everyone else doing? Jasora's healing Aldar. Nomad is shaking down the guards. Angus, what do you do?
Is the kid and Podrick still right by me?
Yeah, they're like only a few feet away from you.
Okay. I'm gonna grab them both and drag them to my comrades.
When you go to grab the kid, you like pull on the top half that's frozen and it separates.
Oh,
And
nice.
pieces of his entire front half like shatter.
Whoops.
I start
Right.
clapping and cheering.
Amaya, what do you do?
Nothing.
Yeah, take it in. You've gone through a lot. Red River, you are standing over Horace Vandersloot.
I kick his rapier off his hand and just make sure he's unarmed.
When he he starts coughing and can sense someone's near him, he weakly tries to swing his rapier, but you kick it aside.
Yeah. And I go, you could have saved your son, but your greed cost you too much. Do you still have fight in you, sir?
He coughs and says, I can't hear you.
Captain, I think we should behead him in front of everybody and claim the island.
Yeah, but then we have to. I don't want to be tethered to an island. I like the idea, but I don't like to be tethered to this island in particular. I don't. Maybe not.
Well,
Like...
we claim the island and gift it to Nettie, a good ally we have. And then we've got a nice island. So we could get some revenue from it. Maybe sell some brews. Maybe I could take over the tavern. Imports.
Yeah.
All that.
I like it.
You can leave it to your in the care of your aunt.
Yeah. Here's what
Nettie could take it.
Yeah, I like that. But let's do this, because the last thing we want is a crappy transition of power. Let me tell you guys a story about Afghanistan. Let's put him in the dungeons. Strip him of all his goods and his influence. We'll put him in the dungeons for a second. Nobody's gonna rescue him, and then we'll deal with the transition of power afterwards. In the meantime, any armor or anything you guys need that is salvageable and you want, let's keep it. And then we should do a full survey of the manor and keep, anything of value that we find. This guy's loaded.
Hell yeah.
Nettie approaches as this is all happening and says, "Well, hell, son, that ain't quite how I was imagining all this was gonna go." She's looking down and there's several dead militia members as well as guards and of course the half exploded child. Or I'm sorry, that's not good. Half exploded adult teenager.
Yeah. Here's the deal, Nettie. We're lovers, not fighters, but
Well, that seems like the opposite of what happened here. Ain't no love lost out here now, son.
Here's the deal. Every once in a while, you gotta fight for what you love, and we love you, and we love freedom. So, and then an eagle soars over me, and then I go, we're gonna figure these next steps out. It's gonna be messy, but the people need to speak for what's good. Everything's going to this man's pocket. You guys need to sort out how you want that transition to happen. But if he would have played ball and not been so arrogant, maybe the outcome would have been differently. Well, I don't think he came in here with the intention to play ball. The people at top want to remain on top.
Shit, is Horace still alive?
Not for long, buddy. Not for long.
Yeah. He's in the dungeons right now.
Tomorrow at noon.
Actually, before we get to that part, someone roll a medicine check.
On whom?
On Horace.
On Horace?
I will.
Do it.
Yeah, I think she's the surgeon. That would make sense. Or the doctor or whatever.
So much for being a doctor. 7.
Yeah, you think for sure this guy is totally fine and it's not going to be a problem.
He's okay.
Okay, yeah, so you guys, what do you do? Throw him in a fucking cellar?
Well, no. So, the medicine we're going to use on the boy, we're going to use it to patch his boy
that
up.
medicine's no longer going to be an issue.
Yeah. It was just for the boy to save him, but since the boy is gone, We're gonna use it on the dad, patch him up, throw him in the cells.
Yeah, there are. You find some cells underneath the castle. There's only like 2 large ones. Yeah, you guys chuck him under there. Over the next day, like Nettie rounds up the entire like mining camp and explains what happened. And they all agree to like vote on a new leader and like how to run the business, but they're gonna shut the mine down for a few weeks to figure everything out.
Yep. We're gonna go have a master of the port and like maybe come up with a little council of sorts to rule them.
Yeah, Nettie comes to you at the end of the same day, and she says, "Son, it's so good to see you. You look just like your mama. Listen, this ain't easy, but I ain't got away with words, so I'm just gonna say it. You done rubbed some of these folks the wrong way, and I think you all ought to leave for a while."
Heard. Yeah. We tried to help, but things got messy, so we're really on our way. You got any words of wisdom for us before we hit the road?
Look, you got a friend in me, and it sounds like once we get to voting and democracy, I might be leading this here island. We're gonna change some things, but come on back. Give us some time to simmer down, and hopefully I'll be in a position to help you a little more, little man. I always called you little man. Remember when you were a little boy? I called you Little Creek, didn't I? I called you Little Creek boy.
Hell yeah, you did. I reached into my back pocket. And, I have a little tear, kind of welling up. It's not quite out yet, but it's welling up in there. So I reached into my back pocket. I have a handkerchief. It's kind of like a polka dot in a blue with the red polka dots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Little creek, and then I dab the single about to fall teardrop, and I say, "Hey man, Nettie, it's been a great seeing you. Keep this, and then just tie it up high in the island so we can see it when it's safe to come back, or if you need help. And so when we're passing by, if we see it, we'll stop on by."
That's a great idea, son. And she like pulls you in for a big hug.
Yeah, bring it for the and also. You got that recipe for the peach cobbler?
She says, I snuck it in your back pocket just now, boy. For fantasy peach cobbler. I know you love fantasy peaches.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Auntie. Shit, we'll be on our way. We're gonna get some goodies, because we need supplies for the road. If you guys can spare if there's anything you guys can spare, I know times are dire, but we'll gladly accept it, and we'll be on our way.
We kind of need to do an inventory. We gotta see what's going on here, but I think you fellas gotta go.
Yeah, we'll get going.
We don't have time.
What happened with the team of people looking through the castle? Did they find anything good?
Well, we're still looking, but we're not accounted for everything yet. It's gonna take a while. It's gonna be tricky.
It's gonna be tricky. Okay.
She said, because you're her, like, kin, she's like,
yeah.
A lot of the sentiment is that we're going to split up all the gold they got amongst all the miners. But we're going to vote on it like everything else. But some folks think if you guys hadn't come around, then maybe some folks wouldn't have died. And it's just I understand what you did. I know your heart was in a good place, but I think I can't help you out right now so much now,
Yeah, that's all right. We need to go.
More folks would have died.
Yeah. So
hey, I'm appreciative. You ain't got to convince me. I'm damn appreciative of what you done here.
We'll go. So there's no more heat in here. You guys can focus on the restoration effort. So I give her the key for the dungeons, and then I tell my crew to go prepare the ship for departure, and then flashback. There's gonna be a flashback moment. And yeah. Angus, you know the thing we talked about? Now's the time. And so Angus is gonna go on a stealthy mission just to check out the room of the fella, of the Vandus Senior, just to see if there's any trinkets. Nothing big, not like a big chest, but like if there's trinkets of value or something that catches his eye.
So you guys are like loading up the ship, the rest of you are, and Angus goes on a secret mission. Angus, roll me a stealth check, and we'll determine how well this went.
I take the ceramics from him and I put them in his war chest.
Dang. It was a terrible stealth check.
It's a 1.
But actually not a 1.
You go, Angus. You go to like walk into the first gate before you even get to the castle, and a couple of miners are like milling about. So they said, "What are you doing here? You're with them killers, aren't you?"
Never killed a thing in my life.
Go ahead and make me a deception check,
Except for maybe this fit.
or a performance check. Deception or performance, whichever you're hiring.
Oh my gosh, these rolls were terrible. 4.
You know how last time we were having hot rolls? Today we're rolling garbage.
They say, "Hey son, why don't you take the blood in your hands, go wash it somewhere else."
That's all right. We lick our wounds and we get going. All right.
Yeah.
And
What
you
an
guys,
island.
things feel a little tense, and you don't wait till the following morning to set sail into the night.
Oh no, we leave in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
We didn't even say bye.
But guys, you have finally beaten. You have gotten off of Balefun and solved the mining crisis. Good job, guys.
Yeah.
Unconventional, but I think it went about as well as it could, I guess.
Yeah.
The next session will be a little bit different. We are going to level up. So, we'll figure out subclasses. You don't have to do any research beforehand if you don't want. We're going to do each person together. Assuming you go back to the island. If you want to do more adventuring, we could do that too. But I think it's time for you guys to level up. I think you've been through enough.
Yeah, I think it's time to go to the island.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll kind of have a beach day where I'm going to go with each person, and we're going to talk about the new rules that we're going to implement with the new D&D handbook that came out. Yeah, and and we'll level each person up and talk about their characters and some max level and stuff. But we need one last thing, Swiffer. Do you know what that is?
The title.
A title. What do we
I
got?
already wrote my title. It's called Old Man Drucifer.
Why?
From the beginning, because you're an old man.
All right, let's see if we can do better than Old Man Juicer can't get his audio to work.
The Vanderslade.
Damn.
Ooh,
She's on some shit now.
Strong,
She's on some shit now.
Yeah, son, that weed must be strong up in north.
Damn. The Vanderslade is going to be... Yeah, that Chicago, that Chi-Town weed is dank.
Damn, son. New dealer in town.
Yeah.
That's some good weed right there.
Yeah, she's
That's
on
a good
some
name.
shit. Actually, I think we have to cut it off. I think the Vanderslade...
We can't do better than that.
We're only gonna do worse than that.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Yeah.
Of course, I'll think of something better tomorrow when I post it. But great job, guys.
Yeah. Hell of a space cookie, Swiffer.
Yeah. Space cookie. Jesus Christ. But yeah, thank you, everyone. Thank you, my boy Low-Key Ninja, who stuck around and listened to us screw up all the spells in the game. But good job, guys.
GG's.
Good job, guys. We got my silver set back.
Silver set is back.
Yeah.
That was the only thing that we wanted to get done. But yeah, Sarah, you sound like you're talking through a cardboard box or something.
I am.
Oh, okay.
The freaking